if you ask a guy how he felt about something, he probably can't even tell you the feeling.
But if I'm telling you how this is making me feel when you do this, this, and this.
Hold on. Don't put me in that category.
So the question that I would pose for people is, what's the difference between what Kanye said and what Killmonger said at the end of Black Panther? Because Killmonger said, I'd rather die than live in bondage. Nats, you got one?
Should I Google mine right now?
I can tell you what yours is right now, yo.
Please don't.
What?
Nah, I'm not going to let you set this up. No, you don't know what my favorite cartel song is.
You trying to find on Spotify, what? You're not feeling this right now?
No, I mean, I like the beat.
The beat catches you from early, right? You're right. Don't tear down our stuff, eh? Don't report to YouTube and make them copyright up our thing, cause yo.
So stupid.
I pray on a shooting star.
So Vybz still can't lie.
Way my feet.
You look like you're zoning.
Just listening.
Okay.
Nothing.
SB, you like it?
It's better now. When like the beat kicked in. Before I just sounded too whiny.
So I gave her the sunny D, told her little more.
It's that part. Man said I gave her the sunny D, told her little more.
Only going up this year.
Bad boy Ryan Douglas. But I had heard his name on 1-2 places about the place. Like I don't remember exactly where, but then one of the homies, shout out Adriel Smiley. I believe, what's his Instagram? Let me double check his Instagram. At Adriel Smiley. You could probably find him on Instagram, but his he has a show called The Cool Table. You can go on still to go on with things. Like he has a lot of like local artists, Toronto artists. And I appreciate that. And
like a podcast?
Yeah. He has a couple of shows that he actually does too, by the way. Right? But definitely check out The Cool Table. But he had Ryan Douglas on there with him. And from my side, I was like, you have to go check this guy's thing. Don't I go on Apple Music now? And for whatever reason, I'm just in an R&B zone. And then
some of his songs
the album was right there. Well, there was a song that popped up, yes. And then by the time I scrolled a bit, saw the album, I was like, oh, there's a whole EP.
Yeah.
Let me go listen to this. And trust me, it is proper. Anybody who's listening, please go check out Ryan Douglas's music, yo. The new EP is called Circles. I'm just trying to double check Adriel's thing at adrielsmiley.com on Instagram. ADRIEL smiley.com. I ain't got time to spell that up, but not to throw the key in there for us, yo.
Conversations can sometimes. Oh my God, why does this keep happening?
Come on, SB, dog.
Only going up this year.
Shut up, Audible.
You're really not ready to go today, huh? Busy day for you?
It has been a busy day, but now I'm ready to go.
Yeah, eh?
I'm doing like little extra stuff here.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
Yeah, by the way, I guess we should probably introduce ourselves. I go by the name of Bun. You can find me on Instagram at Wha'SUP Bun. Who should go next? SB. SB, the student over here to my right. I like that t-shirt this week, bro.
Thank you.
This guy in the socks.
I've been getting a lot of love with the t-shirt.
And you had to put those socks on to match,
I had to put the socks on too. Yeah.
Yeah, eh? Big up Knots behind the scenes.
The billboard. All
the mix, magic, audio, and video. Find him on the internet at Zealous Authentic Pictures. What is it? ZAP? What is it? Shut up. You do that, bro. Plug it. Because the people, sometimes they say they want to hear a little bit of you more, because your perspectives, you got sometimes, some decent ones.
ZA Pictures.ca.
ZAPictures.ca. Zealous Authentic Pictures. Keep him booked.
Keep him busy.
Over here, we got Pre.
Let me get
you one more, yo.
I
I like your zone this week. But I totally forgot. I put it in my pocket and I totally forgot, I was going to put on my do-rag, bro. Like, I'm so cheesy, I forgot to put it on. I have my do-rag on me, I'll put it in my back pocket then. Going back to last week's conversation. You know what it was, though? All I was trying to say was that, to me, the do-rag is part of the preparation. So when I'm ready to, like, present, I'm not going to still have it on. I understood your argument as to why, like, we use it we wear it with purpose, but the purpose is right up until that point when I'm ready to present myself. It's part of the preparation for me.
Yeah, when did that click for you?
Which part?
Like that whole thing, that like being able to say what you just said now from the episode itself. Like, was it the repeat? Like when you're watching it again, or? No,
it was like the next day, the next morning.
Okay.
And then I was talking to Face about it because he wasn't here, and then the joke is he had sent me something on no, we had talked about it because I shared the same thing with him from before about the whole bonnets thing. And then the next day he sends me what's that guy's name? Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, the guy that passed away, right? He sent me a clip of Kevin Samuels talking to some girl online. And she said, yes, I wear my bonnet outside, something. And he made a face. So then he's like, oh, to your point yesterday. So that was the day before we recorded. So don't we record now? I make the same comment on here, and then it turned into that back and forth. Yeah. So then I was like, yo, bro, would you believe that it turned into a whole thing? You should have been there. This guy's like, oh, Lee, I missed it, yada, yada, yada. And then I said, to be honest, what I wanted to articulate in the time, in the moment, but I just never got it out, was that all that it is part of the preparation for me. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm preparing for that moment, so then why would I still have it on in the moment? And going on an airplane and traveling to me is a moment, like it's an event. So I'm gonna want to like present my best self in that moment, and I just don't see myself in a do-rag in my best moment.
Well, I mean, if you're saying that's your moment to present, which is also why you're saying that you wouldn't wear a tracksuit on the plane, right?
I mean, we don't have to get back into this all over again, but
I'm just saying, because that's not
feels
how
like
you
Groundhog Day.
present your best self.
No, I'm just waiting for her to say it, but it's because you don't got hair.
Exactly. Yeah. We have so many other things to get to. I mean, we've got a lot. Like, where do you guys want to start?
I want to continue with the do-rag conversation.
Oh my goodness!
I'm joking. Are you kidding me? God damn.
So what you got? You want to start somewhere or?
Nah, I'm good. I got whatever I got. I'm just gonna be throwing it in here and there. But for I guess for the viewers, I'm gonna be bringing up Charles Duhigg's new book, Super Communicators. The same guy that wrote The Power of Habit. And it's interesting. It just came out last month. So while I was gone, I caught it right when I got back, but I just ripped through it earlier today.
Since we're there, you mentioned the viewers. Based off of the conversation that Pri and I had not too long ago, let me speak to the viewers real quick. Going back to that whole post on Instagram, the caption that I'd put in there was, don't link me on the ones. Just put it in the captions.
In your comments.
Because yes, I then understand that you are listening and or watching. Because shout out everybody listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those other audio streaming platforms. Big up everybody in Belgium. Whoever's listening in Belgium, some of these random spots that I'll see sometimes pop up.
Why don't you give some background to like what you're trying to get at? So
yeah, but just before you do, shout out all those countries, because there's a whole bunch of European countries right now.
Exactly.
Shout out Croatia. Shout out Serbia. Shout out Germany. Shout out Czech Republic. It's not a joke though.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out Colombia, by the way. Colombia's getting up there. Colombia might be like number 2, number 3 for us right now.
But anyways,
Medellin.
Medellin. What I was getting at was just put it in the comments. If you fuck with us, you fuck with us. Just put it in the comments. You know what? Let me calm down on the swearing, because
let's just
that whole Mike Tyson thing. What?
No, I'm just saying like where this is all coming from is obviously we all.
I mean, we don't have to speak to exactly.
I mean,
but I would like to know. I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
I mean, not to that extent. I'm not talking about the post. Like, if you want to find the post, check out What's Up Bun. Find him on Instagram. You guys can look at the post, look at the comments. That's what he doesn't want to talk about, but you guys can all do that. But anyways, the point is that we dropped the episode last week or whatever, and a lot of people were happy about that. And there was a lot of talk in that episode, and there was a lot of questions. So what happened is that the clip that he posted on Instagram, he got a lot of questions about it. like on his all these, but they're not in the. Some are in the comments, but a lot of them were, people were hitting him on the ones.
Still, yeah. But
what's the clip?
The clip is the beginning of me, like him saying that he went to like Saint Martin, and then I was just like, who'd you go with?
I even like that.
Yeah. So did I.
Only going up this year.
But you know what? For the people, you didn't answer.
I did answer. I answered in the episode. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's a little vague.
I didn't lie. I'm too grown to be lying these days. I've matured. And I was never a liar. I was just never.
You just like to omit.
Going back to another one of our episodes.
She didn't agree with that one though.
Damn it. What episode was that, Nazi? Any idea? You remember?
I did not.
Yeah.
The one we're talking about honesty and transparency. Can you be honest without being transparent? Yeah, but you remember what it was titled? Anyways, if you're new to our experience, just go back and check. It's maybe a few episodes back, but it was a topic that some people enjoyed. But again, shout out everybody who's watching and listening, YouTube, Spotify, all your streaming platforms. Don't forget to hit the like, the notifications, subscribe. If you're listening on audio, 5-star reviews every time, please take a moment. We'll even give you a moment. I wish I had the Jeopardy song.
Yeah.
Let's give it a quick 5 seconds. Just go to the wide shot. We sit here for 5 seconds. Just make sure everybody just does it right now. Like, notification, subscribe, 5-star review.
You do got to go back to a lot of the episodes though. Because this isn't just a podcast, it's really a show. To keep up with the current conversations and the humor, you got to go back and see some of those episodes.
This is life.
It really is life.
This is just our lives.
It's not really scripted either. So
we talking about everything's scripted.
It's all spontaneous.
Your prompt is right there, bro. What are you talking about? Yeah. What'd you say?
Just lacking on TikTok though. God damn.
Only going up this
You know what?
year.
So how about we just start there for a quick second?
Now let's get it all in perspective.
The whole TikTok thing.
There is certain bans that are going on.
Yeah.
Are you shadow banned?
No.
Oh.
I mean, like in general, like the U.S. is passing certain bills.
They're waiting to see if they ban it completely.
What do you guys think is going to happen with all that? I personally didn't do a lot of research, but the part where I was going to go with it is Canada just going to follow suit? Or is Trudeau just like, no?
There's a lot of this already going on because Trudeau already did the whole banning certain content from the state shit from before.
But I just wonder how they're going to enforce it or regulate. Like, I just wonder how that's
they'll just remove
possible.
it. Like, you just can't even log in. But people
get rid of the IP address.
But that's what people are going to use different IP addresses, the VPN shit. Like, they're going to mask it.
But it'll work to destroy the viewership or whatever they're trying to get rid of.
It's
like, not everyone's going to go through all that.
It's a lot of people's careers, though. Right?
Exactly.
That's how they make their money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shout out Reese TC, whatever her name is.
Risa Tisa.
Risa Tisa?
Yeah. You know, she got a Netflix.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I heard there was news coming. I didn't hear exactly what it was. But
yeah. But yeah,
you got all the way through?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I watched a recap. Yeah. I do watch parts of like things on like TikTok. Like if I see something and I notice it's like I'm listening to it, I'm like, it's really interesting. And I look and I'm like, I'm on part 3. I'm like, oh no. And then I'll like go back and like I'll watch the different parts.
But yeah, content creators, it's their livelihood.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a big. I don't know when they're gonna pass it or when it's supposed to be. Do you know?
No, I don't. But what they should be doing right now, or some company, if a company isn't already doing that, should just come look to replace it.
100%.
You know,
that would be the smartest.
Do you think anybody's already thinking like that right now?
Yeah, I mean, like everyone started to make shorter clips, right?
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
reels,
say,
and so everyone has their version.
Mm-hmm.
But a whole new...
I think a new platform might come out because when TikTok first came out, none of like, I would say like the older people, I would say like wanted to do it. Like it was all like younger, like the younger generation.
TikTok wasn't paying anything.
I don't know, but it just wasn't like, even me, I'm like, oh, this is like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like initially.
It's for the young boys.
Initially it was. And
now it's like, it's insane.
But initially they never had like an algorithm where they would ban you. It was just like anybody could go on there and blow up.
Yeah.
Which was kind of
what's the difference
draw
between Instagram and TikTok? What are the big differences? Because I feel like I'm so far...
In terms of what? There's so many differences. When it first came out or no?
Like why did TikTok all of a sudden take off versus people already having Instagram and just...
Because Reels
a part of what I just said. A part of what I just said.
Sorry, I think I would maybe... Tune out. I don't know.
Any average Joe could go on TikTok, start posting videos, and it's open to everybody. So in the very beginning, if you got in early, and you started making your content, it's visible to everybody. There's no holdback. Like, you know how they say, hey, are you stuck at 200 views and pay us and we'll open it up.
Okay. Yeah,
so from the beginning, it was open to anybody. So tons of people, I actually know some people that got like millions of views right out the gate. That's one of the big differences. And then secondly, it was a lot shorter. So they really did attack your attention span, you know?
Okay.
Now
I'm hearing that you can upload like longer videos and people are watching.
Well, then they had to compete with the other guys because everyone else started making shorter clips. So they're like, all right, put out longer clips.
Right.
What's crazy to me is none of these guys even close to YouTube.
What do you mean?
In terms of overall,
forget
subscriptions, like people who are actually using the platform, like not even close.
Even the amount of money that YouTube just gave out last year, it's in the billions. Like what was it, like 90 billion or something crazy like that to just content creators? Let me Google that real quick. It was a big number.
But from a data perspective, part of the reason is because of what's happening in the world is why I would think they might want to get rid of that type of stuff. Because the mere fact that they have any type of connection to China, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to have anybody from over that side having access to millions and millions of people's information. That's data that they're collecting that they're going to use against the US now. What?
Joe Rogan shared this thing long time ago why he's not on TikTok, right? And he's talking about their guidelines of how invasive they really are. Like but they're all becoming more and more invasive.
Wait, what?
They're allowed to have your recorder on if they want. They can go if you whatever device you have TikTok on, like they could go through your other files on that device.
No, I understand that, but you just said Joe Rogan isn't on TikTok?
Yeah. He said the reason I won't get it, and he was talking about
So it's just other people, because I see so many of his
reposting his stuff
clips, but I guess it's like other. I'm not looking at like the account. Oh wow!
And that's another thing that is the. I mean, that's whole other.
Do you know what that's like? Threads. Did any of you guys get Threads? So Threads.
It's like
Twitter
it states
or
X.
No.
Oh, sorry. Are you getting something? You're getting into something else. My bad.
So Threads was opened up, I don't know, by Instagram, Facebook, whatever, but it's attached to your Instagram. So if you open a Threads account, like if you say yes, you'll do it. It says that if you ever deactivate your Threads account, like you lose your IG account. Like it's all this weird information in it. So like a lot of people didn't know.
And
so a lot of people
taking time to read none of that shit either.
Right. So I only found out because it was on TikTok, like somebody was explaining it. And then what happened is now on your Instagram, I don't know if you go on your Instagram, if you go to like story, the Threads button is right beside it. So you're used to hitting this button.
Oh, so say they're trying to catch you to hit it so you activate it automatically.
Like, I don't know. Like, I think it just like when you hit it, it goes like sign up your account.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yo, why is this button here? And like all the time, it's in the spot where you would normally go to like post your story.
Convenience.
And I'm like, it's so crazy.
Exactly.
Well, it's kind of like
their marketing team.
Even like, do you want to accept all? Can this app? Do you allow this app to accept all the cookies or whatever it is? And then
because you're annoyed and you just want to see the page, so you're just like, yeah, accept all, and then you go look at it.
Look how programmed we are.
No,
we're dumb.
I still take that extra 10 seconds to go into the cookies. Except no,
me too.
Only the crucial ones.
Oh,
only the necessary ones.
Random.
I'm not clicking that shit every single time. Accept. Nah.
Literally.
Yo, do you know how long it took me to start doing online banking?
No.
Oh my goodness, bro! I was probably the last person that you know who got onto online.
So
banking.
how would you pay your bills? You'd go into the bank,
go to the teller, yeah,
and pay your bills
up until about 2016, maybe.
Damn.
Oh, I'm visiting the teller every other Friday. Yo. I'm going to the teller, handling a 1-2 transaction.
Same bank.
Yeah, for the most part. Well, not every single time, but yeah, for the most part.
What do you think those people were saying about you behind your back?
Who knows, bro? I don't care.
This fucking guy.
But when it comes to that security stuff,
easy web. I've given him the freaking password.
They're probably like every time, like, hey, sir, you can like sign up for this.
Great, this guy's hair again without his do rag.
No. I recently got a quote from a family friend, and they're like, the type of people that I know and the things they're capable of doing with people's information, yo, I'm gonna keep my shit as secret as possible. Like, bro,
I just had a friend.
Just had a WhatsApp picture in like 2019 or something, bro.
I won't say his name.
What you have before? Nothing.
I didn't even have WhatsApp up until like 2018. I've never had any social media up until Instagram. Never, once.
You say it like in a prideful way.
No, well, I mean, I say it in a like kind of way, and that's what I'm.
Like you're that fearful of it,
bro.
Yeah.
Yo,
What do you think they're gonna do with your information? I'm just curious.
Yo, the
Put
type
you
of
in a
movie.
category?
Yo, listen, there's reasons why these spy movies and all that stuff exist, and these guys are like using up people's identifications.
You know what? This is great. All right, but let's just get into the
We
psychology,
have
right?
so many other things to get to.
But you really think that they would do that with you?
But you never know. You never know. You never know. How do you know you're not going to be the one?
I could be the one.
It's just like the plane thing we were talking about last week. How do you know you're not going to be the one who's going to be on the plane that's going down?
Yo.
Exactly. You
Not
think
right,
it's not going to be you, but you never know.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I feel like TikTok's stolen so much of my stuff already. There's so many notes that I have in there of like all these brilliant ideas that I see come out. Like,
You know how many drafts
12
people
months
usually
later.
have sitting in their shit? They're probably all over that.
Oh,
This,
hell yeah.
like they were going to release this, but they didn't. There's a reason. Let's find out. How many drafts you got in your Instagram right now?
None.
None? You don't? No drafts?
No.
Yeah, eh? Draft?
Instagram? I started to delete them. I have like one left.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
The only maybe I have drafts on my like business page.
But that reminds me of that. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, that's it.
That reminds me of what I heard about Facebook too, where like you they even keep a record of the stuff that you typed and deleted.
What?
Yeah, like if you're messaging. But I'm over all that. Like if you're gonna steal my stuff, just steal it. Honestly, whatever.
But here we are.
They probably have so much on us already.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? And since you're here, you might as well, like I said before, hit the 5-star review, hit the like, hit the notifications, and hit subscribe and all of the other good stuff.
Start posting more, guys. Start posting. The views are going up, but we need more engagement.
Only going up this year.
You know what? Before we start getting to actual real conversations, I do have one thing.
This is a real conversation.
What?
What are you talking about? TikTok stealing my shit?
Nah, but I want to give you guys a quick update about how my week was going and stuff and what I got into. I know I shared the EP from Ryan Douglas that I mentioned before. Shout him out again. But I wanted to share this with you guys. My daughter lost her second tooth. She lost her first one, but she was with her mother. So this is the second one that she lost, but this is with me now. And it was quite the experience.
Why don't you elaborate?
Your kids have lost it? Like, how did that go for you? I want to hear. I'm gonna share.
They're at the point where they're like, oh my god, I'm gonna put this under my pillow and the
So I
tooth
get
fairy's gonna give me money. Yeah,
yeah.
So,
But as a father, though, how did you feel?
Nah,
Didn't do anything for you?
not really. Like they look cute with their teeth gone and all that stuff, and it's just, they've gone through. You're saying the second, but first with you, they've gone through so many teeth now that.
Yeah, but how did the first one go for you?
Nah. Yeah,
Okay.
it was cute. Didn't do much for me though. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, you're so grown up. Time flies. Wah. Like I don't do
So
that.
my daughter's tooth is like, you know, did you ever have them to where it's already out, yo?
Yeah.
Just go like this
You have
and it's
to
gonna
pull
be
it.
gone.
Yeah.
Like you
I
barely
hate it when
need
they
to
do
pull
that though. Like when they're
And then
wiggling
you're
it and
like
stuff.
this?
Oh,
But she
ugh.
wouldn't like it. She's still afraid of doing it. Like
She thinks it's
afraid.
gonna hurt.
Exactly.
Yes.
Afraid.
No, if you like press
Just jerk
it,
it
and
out?
pull it. I don't know why I did it like that, but
Yeah.
But she
Are we still
wanted
talking about teeth? Damn.
But she wanted to get it out. Pause. Or no, that's not pause. But you guys, from I heard you guys start with this stuff. It's like,
Oh man. Of all the times you could have said, I think that's a pause.
I don't know, man.
That's not even a pause.
I don't know what I missed. What Dave?
Unpause.
I missed whatever happened between them two. So I'm like, I don't know if I said something already, but I might. Anyways,
okay, yeah.
she wants to take it out because
Yeah.
it's already right there, and I guess she wanted like the whole tooth fairy experience, yada yada yada. But she's like bummy to where she's fretting the other day. And then I just sort of like gave up on it because I was like trying to tie the string and stuff for her to put it around. So then I put it around her tooth, got it on there. And
On the
she
door?
On the door.
No, not the door thing. She just wanted to pull it because that's what she did last time.
Oh no.
But she still needed the
Think
courage to get there, right? So then she's
Or
like,
throw a ball with it.
she's just playing with it. And I'm like, come on. You can just like,
Pull it out.
just do it the one time because
Yeah.
it's already like gone. And she doesn't want to do it. And then I just sort of like left her alone for like a minute or two. And she came out the washroom and she's like, are you mad at me?
Aww.
Oh my goodness. What? Like, why would you think I'm mad type of thing? Because I just sort of like left her alone with
That's
it.
so cute.
Yeah, it's sort of like it hit me. Like, you know, one of those moments where like, we had to hug it out. And then
Did her tooth come out?
the next day, Next day, I went to go get it from school.
Oh, came out of school?
No, the second she gets in the car, I'm like, it still never came out. She's like, no. Doesn't she go like this?
And it came out? Well, at least you got to experience that.
Yeah, but it's like I didn't have my camera ready.
You have a picture of it in your mind.
Yeah, I know. But then watch the joke now. Didn't I fall asleep last night?
So you didn't, the tooth fairy never, you're a jerk. You're a jerk.
Nah, hear what? I woke up and I went to go brush my teeth. I'm literally at the counter. I'm like, yo, no. Reach inside my pocket, still at the $5. I didn't even take off. I didn't even change my clothes last night. How I just knocked out.
Oh my gosh.
Had my track pants on, reached in my pocket, same $5 is in there.
Was she up?
Nah.
Oh, that's good.
But she was in the best spot too because she was like turned over on her pillow. So it was just like a quick snatch and slide type joint. Cause I'm like, yo, cause she's about to get up naturally.
Yeah.
Bro, went back in my room, came in. Oh, good morning, guys. Doesn't her sister pop up? Check your pillow, check your pillow.
That's cute. That's super cute.
Hey, we'll take a quick break and we'll get to some real topics after this.
Oh, we're gonna get to some real topics. We're not gonna talk about how our week was. God damn it!
I feel like I asked you guys.
You didn't ask shit. You just said, "Hey guys, I want to talk about my week."
What's up? What's up?
Damn.
What's up?
This guy's like, we're just like cameo
He's the
here.
worst. Like, you know what? This is all about you.
Hey man,
It's the bun show.
Oh man,
We should just
I'm not
leave.
even gonna say that because that's not true.
We should
But-
leave.
that just sounded like the title to me, The Bun Show. I'm joking.
Sounds like a show I don't want to be on.
So what's up, man?
Nah,
How did your week go?
So my moment's a little different, right? Like it's not the toot so much, but two things. One was I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I was at a
Rock climbing?
Oh, that too, but that was before. I caught a Muay Thai card, so like I went to shout out Red Owl. There was a event happening there, a couple of fights, right? So it's live, and I took my son to it. So this is the first time we went to a live event together, and we're just chilling out.
Were you coaching?
Not that card, no. I just went there to watch it.
It's you posted and like my boy posted, and he like his fighter, like he coached this guy
sick,
and
okay.
He fought. Yeah.
Okay.
And
What
I was
gym?
like, it was there at what?
Oh, so he was there too.
It was at the same event that
Nice,
you're at
nice,
because
nice.
you guys had both posted at the same time.
Okay.
And he won. The fighter guy won.
His guy won.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, sick.
Yeah. He's a fighter too. He fought like I went to his fight like last year. I think it was his first fight.
Okay, sick.
But yeah, and now he's coaching this new guy.
The crowd was just dope. But more importantly, like I'm chilling with my son, and he's into this already.
Oh, that's awesome.
I didn't want to teach him too early because I was fearful of his aggression. Like I wanted him to be mature enough to know, like, yo, he could hurt someone, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's good. He's controlled. I
Channel
trust
it,
him.
right? It teaches you a lot of like discipline and stuff too. No,
For sure.
yeah.
So I bumped into, shout out Paul Minhas, bumped into my old coach from Muay Thai, introducing him to my son. Just like he's just getting this like experience, like, oh, this is my dad. Like, you know those moments, like,
yeah.
So we're sitting down now. I'm checking him, as in like we're watching the fights, and I'm like, who do you think won that round? And he'll tell me, right? And then I'm like, why? And he's getting into it.
He's explaining.
He's explaining it to me. More importantly, he's actually explaining it right. And I'm like, holy smokes, okay, this is pretty dope.
Wow.
So next part to that, then the following day, I took them both to the gym, my daughter too now. And now I'm watching them hit the bags and how they're actually participating. I'm like, this is getting interesting. And they're both, I don't know, they look pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
It's pretty dope. That was my moment. That was like, look at you guys, ready to scrap. Like, there we go. Nice. Yeah.
Pre. How was your weekend?
My weekend was my weekend was cool. My weekend was cool. It was filled with I was working. I was doing work for a pop-up that I have this coming weekend.
You can use this clip next time.
Yeah.
Do you have any other pop-ups like planned?
No, I don't really do pop-ups like that anymore. I only like do them when I'm invited. Like I don't really like go and like find them anymore. I don't have the time for it.
Pop-ups are more of a summertime thing though, for the most part, or
no, they have them. They have like Christmas markets. They have like a bunch of stuff. But yeah, it's at Make Space, which is a new spot by Makeway, and it's right next door. But if you missed the pop-up,
owned by the same company.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only going up this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
Give it a next one?
Only going up this
very,
year.
very, very, very proud of my people.
Big up, Make
Very,
Way.
very. It's called Make Space. If you guys are looking for event space rental, shoot spot, stuff like that, hit them up. Make Space. Very fire.
Do they have space for like some sort of audio event? Like, what if I want to run a stand-up show there?
It's huge. Yeah.
Yeah, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go check that out. Because to be announced, we're going to have a show coming up.
Dope.
Big up the linky them. But anything else? Or you want to take a quick break? Because I can get a drink. Break. So
it's cool.
All right. We'll be right back with some more SUP.
Walk through, couple places that I ain't supposed to. I for make a step or you be local. Rich and then we dip out this blow woes for sure, yo. Roll a man's eyes red, smoking PZ. Fresh gong, not the blonde, I'm feeling greasy. Pass it through like the game on easy. Niggas say they feel like Mike, but it's the Levy. Tears on your carpet. You weren't there.
This is actually my favorite song off of the EP.
It's a good track.
Like, I like the other one, which is Sunny D, but this is my favorite song off the EP. It's called In the Garden. Shout out Ryan Douglas again.
Only going up this year.
Go check out his new EP, Circles. You find it on your streaming platforms.
Only going up this year.
Shout out that guy's voice too. He goes by the name of Lazy Jaw.
Only going up this year.
You can also go stream his music on all streaming platforms, including YouTube.
Only going up this year.
That's my favorite song.
And let's shout out SB's costume change.
You called it a costume.
I mean,
shout out to the wardrobe team.
Before we do that,
wants to be king.
because speaking of wardrobe changes,
There we go.
if you're looking for some additions to your wardrobe, go check out First King Clothing. He's got some stuff on the way, yo. Summertime is getting warm. Go check out his website. Check out his Instagram page, firstkingclothing.com. That's 1ST. Kingclothing.com. But yeah, SB, yo, like, what's up with the outfit change during the break? Like, I'm kind of vexed still because I saw you pull that out. I was like, yo, there's no way this guy has a poncho on right now.
Yeah.
I'm loving those colors too, yo.
Thank you.
How much cheese you already put it on? I would have just bought it off you or something.
No, I wasn't going to sell it. No shot. I had like a hat. I bought the whole outfit with it. Like, I got a hat going with it and the whole thing. I always wanted a poncho. Like, I went to that, the Mexico Independence Day when I was in New York. Yeah, they were selling it for so expensive though. And like, that's the only place that you could have got it. So I'm like, nah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Then when I saw this, I was just like, ooh, let me go through some of these. And then, yeah, I ended up picking this.
This guy can even hit me and be like, yo, Bun, you want one of these?
Yeah. My bad, bro.
you don't
I didn't see you wearing this.
Because you don't see me wearing one of those.
No, I didn't. I really didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Priya, you can see me wearing one of those?
absolutely not.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, I don't see it.
Why? What is that?
I don't know. I just...
Nah, you can see me wearing one of those? Damn, yo.
I don't even think you could see yourself wearing one of these.
Hell yeah, I'm wearing that,
Yeah?
bro. Yeah, hell
All
for
right,
sure.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Damn,
I can't see you wearing a lot of things, to be honest.
Oh, elaborate, please.
Damn, keep looking at me.
I feel like it's gonna come off in a way that, like, I don't mean it to be
She's
like
basically
that.
calling me basic. It's okay. Basic Bun is okay. I'm okay with being basic.
Okay, well, great.
Was that's what you're gonna say?
Yeah,
My attire is just basic?
very.
Yeah, eh? I mean,
I definitely can't see you in
I
like
like to keep it
a
simple.
poncho.
Now, you haven't seen that other side. I remember we're at this designer.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
We're-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm at
Some,
this-
Yeah.
some people have to learn the hard way, you know. Like,
Yeah, we're at this, I'm talking to the designer, and this guy's just super thirsty at the time. I'm not going to say her name.
oh, come on, bro. Like,
This guy's like,
yo, this guy,
over
like,
it, bro.
something's wrong with this guy. I
Like
swear to goodness,
what?
something's
Like
wrong
what
with
do
this
you
guy.
mean?
I want to
Bullshit.
paraphrase all the lines,
Don't
but
even
he's,
listen to this
he's
guy,
just
man.
he's just trying to hit it up like
Oh,
nonstop,
my
right?
goodness, man.
Then he's like, "What do you like better? You like my shoes or you like his shoes? You like my pants or his
What?
pants?" He's like just comparing it. Yeah, but it's like
That's super begging.
Yeah, whatever. That's
Why
not
didn't I-
that's
what?
that's
I get
not
that's
the
not.
point.
I
That's
get
not
that.
the point of what
I
I was
don't
trying to
think
say.
that. Nah,
it,
but
but
I don't think
But like
it's-
he was color coordinated. He was like souped up. Pause,
Like I feel
that
like
day.
the most you do is like a plaid shirt.
Nah,
Is what I see.
I think
guess.
Okay, whatever. I don't want to speak for him.
Nah, like I feel no.
He's got more in the closet.
But you're saying
Pause.
you called yourself basic.
Yo, I said that you were calling me basic.
And then you're like, yeah, I'm fine with being basic. Bun.
Oh well, at that point, whatever. I'll take it. I'll take whatever you want to call me. I'll take it. But
Oh, sorry. Are you saying that you're not basic?
Just to bring it back to me for a second, I feel like a high chief right now. Yeah, I just want to say that.
Because you're wearing a poncho?
A little bit. It's not related, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well, again, just to take some attention right now, because I'm craving it. Maybe it's this. I don't know. There's a lot more indigenous people in Leticia, so like the demographic completely changes. So that's where I picked this up from too. So that's how I was making the chief reference. But go on to
to what?
To being basic or not being basic. I'll throw you the ball back.
I'm trying to go back to this bullshit you were talking about. In the store, I'm trying to hit on the homegirl, and then I was doing this comparison thing. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Come on, you.
It all sounds made up.
Nah.
Oh, are you denying it?
I'm not denying anything.
I feel like
I feel like
I gotta bring her out here.
Oh, do you have different perspectives on what happened?
Oh, no,
How about you explain your
He
perspective?
totally admitted to it, but that's fine.
Oh, okay.
We have other things to get to.
Yeah, like this.
Oh my god.
So how did you hit on the lady?
I have no idea. I really don't remember. I think he's over exaggerating.
I mean, he jogged your memory by saying like, are my shoes better or his shoes better?
Not even that part. I was like, I don't even know why we would have been doing that, but
Not we.
That's
you.
what I was thinking.
hey man, shout out all my Libras, yo. You know what time it is.
Why is that how Libras flirt?
Competition. It's always a competition.
Oh, so that's a thing.
What? Libra competition?
Yeah, but I'm saying like, is that how you like?
What?
Is that your game?
No.
Oh,
Definitely not.
no.
Far from.
Okay.
The fuck?
I'm just asking.
Don't do that.
I'm not doing that. I'm asking. Just asking.
Yeah, do you know what like a corta pajama is?
I don't.
Like you know the traditional like Indian outfits that they wear like sometimes like the longer African
Okay,
people
sure.
kind of wear that too. Would you rock that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna take you up on that.
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
Bro.
That's funny.
Come on, yo.
The day you guys see me wearing a turban in here, that's gonna be.
But you
good.
what? So you saying you have the link on one of those?
I don't know about the link, but I feel like I'm gonna rock one when like.
So you what?
I'm gonna make this a thing now. Like I'm just gonna start dressing up all random, wearing all cultural things, and just really like.
Yeah, but you
show
asked, so
Charles
I'm like,
back.
are you trying to like help me get one then?
Yeah,
Like,
I'll get you
know?
one. But you gotta wear it then. You gotta wear it on the show.
All right.
Yeah, done. And you can wear like an Indian outfit that day too. We'll make it like a
Yeah, I'm gonna come in a sari.
There you go.
Or a lenga.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
sure.
Boom, boom. No,
Why
you're not
not?
gonna do that? Come on.
No.
Why?
Do you know how long it takes to put a sari on? Actually, it doesn't take that long, but it's just uncomfortable. Langas aren't though, or a Punjabi suit. It's not, but still.
We gotta do that. We gotta rep it.
Anywho.
Now
I
let's
just got-
get it all in perspective.
Yo,
Got
okay,
a
so-
lot of new ones recently.
There you go.
Yeah, my parents just came back from India.
Oh shoot, that
Mhm.
makes a lot of sense. My mom's there right now.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they went for like a month.
Cartel? You want to start with Cartel?
Free world boss.
Not. You saying Free World Boss? You're up to speed with what's going on though? I mean, you can fix your mic while you're talking, so.
All I can say it's just he got denied recently, right? Fake news that he got released, and that's
No, I
Who
thought
the
they,
hell said
I
that?
thought
But
they
where did you see that he got
overturned.
released?
They overturned
Where did you see that?
his conviction, I think, or like something, and then it was supposed to go to like the higher court to whatever. I don't know, retrial. I don't know, something, and then that's what got denied or something. I think I'm not like verbatim. I'm probably not like capturing it in the best way, but
Sorry, I'm like. Yeah, so last week is when his lawyers went in for his third, I think, his last opportunity to appeal the ruling. And what the government did was they quashed it. And then just the mere fact that they never discovered a body anywhere too. So
and he's been in for what?
he's been in since, I think he He was arrested in 2011, was convicted in 2014. So he's been sitting down
at least 10 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's still been releasing music and stuff.
Great music.
I mean, you still listen to a lot of it? Like his newer stuff?
Not like the new, but that's like me with everything though.
Yeah.
Like I listen to a lot of, like I'm stuck in this era of, I don't know what to call it. It's hard for me to get on board with like super new music.
Yeah. So with that ruling, it means they can retry him again, all over again. Or they can just let him go and just be like, yo, F it. Like, why waste our time?
Mm-hmm.
And I personally thought they were just going to let him go.
Well, because it's a lot of time and resource and money.
Exactly. And it cost the government a lot of money to now go back to trial. And Kartel's case was one of the longest trials in history for them. So it's like, are you going to want to reinvest all the money to just convict him all over again to make him sit back down?
Because they don't want him out.
They don't want him out, you're saying?
They don't want him out.
I feel like that's like I don't understand why.
So then it was confirmed
Like
a couple days
such
later that Jamaica's going to retry him. So
Yeah.
he's going to go to trial all over again. So
Is this
that
put-
part
But
we
does
don't
he
know.
have to sit in while does he have to stay in while he's awaiting trial, or are they
See,
going to release him?
That part I'm not sure about, because there were speculations that they might at least approve bail for him.
Mm-hmm.
So that he can come out while they're going to go through this retrial. But do you want to give somebody an opportunity to go flee? I mean, it's Kartel. Like, how far is he really going to go? But
Is there any conspiracy or politics behind this? Or is it like, yo, he's just guilty and this happened, but they just can't prove it?
I mean, there's politics in the sense, well, for him doing it, it's almost like OJ. It's almost
No,
one
I
of
was
those
going to use that
feelings like
example.
Yeah.
we all know that he may have been involved.
We
He may not have
don't
done it
know.
himself, but
we
like,
don't know.
I don't know.
It's all alleged.
Sure, yes,
But
you know what?
Must
You
have
know?
quit
Yeah,
if it doesn't fit.
Let's clean that up. Yeah, it's all alleged.
It's all alleged.
Well, wasn't there a text message?
Exactly.
Yeah, but
they
it's
found
all-
messages in
it's
the
all-
phone.
Found
Yeah,
a text message that
But
said
they
that
didn't
he was
find
gonna-
a body.
yeah.
They didn't find
So-
a body, but they found the
Text messages,
I
exactly.
mean,
saying
hey,
that, you know, he's
maybe
gonna
he
chop
was
up a
really
man,
mad.
fine.
Exactly.
And maybe he was really mad. Who knows?
But again,
people
it's
say a
just
lot
like,
of things
it's
when they're
like,
mad.
Yo, that's not my phone. It's just like, yo, that's not.
No,
my phone.
maybe I was mad.
True.
Like,
That
oh,
too.
like, you piss me off. Like, yeah, I'm
They
gonna
found a text
punch
message.
you.
Who are we talking about right now?
Cartel.
Oh, I was
I'm
confusing
saying,
it with
like-
OJ. I'm like, yo, that was like
I'm just
90
saying, like, if
Then
you're
if there's
arguing
one
with
nationality
somebody,
of people that are just gonna like respond because they're mad in a
You
way,
know?
it's Jamaicans.
but I mean, or just anybody that's,
Yeah, I just saw a video
Foreign.
the other day talking about how like Jamaicans will even give directions to park their car aggressively.
everything's aggressive.
Trust me, yo. But what were you gonna say? I feel like you're about to say something.
Nah,
I mean,
I was still thinking OJ.
Well, for me, I personally think that
fine.
it would have been this would have been a perfect opportunity for the government to make some money. Cause anyhow they let go of Kartel, please believe
Oh
that
my
first
God.
stage show.
That no,
Please
Jamaica,
believe that
like,
first
they're-
stage show.
they're they're already up there for like
The amount of
tourism
people.
stuff, but the amount of money that he will bring into the country on his own back is insane.
They
But-
could have jumped all over the opportunity and they're sitting there talking about they're gonna retry this
and
guy.
the
Bro,
whole-
you guys dumb?
And I feel like the whole like Jamaican community, like everybody wants him out.
How old is he?
Like everybody.
Good question. Let's
That's a
double check
great
that real
question. I
quick.
don't
How
know.
old is Kartel now? Yeah, it's got to be at least into his 40s. That
But
was my
like-
one. That was my one question. Like,
And then
would he
can you
even be able to like
imagine-
maneuver on stage? Because apparently he has a little bit of a sickness now too.
But can you imagine all of them from like that era
Exactly.
coming
'Cause
together?
And that's just it. The thing is, because
I would
everybody's gonna
lose
want to
it.
be on that show with him.
Who wouldn't?
If everybody and their
And
mother's gonna be want to
everybody's
be that
getting a
first show of
bag.
Kartel.
Everybody's getting a bag.
Trust me. I'm like, yo, Jamaica's dumb. He's 48 years old.
Mm-mm.
Almost 50. Damn, yo.
Yeah, but I think like Beanie's 50.
Oh, Beanie's well. Them
We're
man
over
there up
that,
there.
yeah.
Bounty, them man there
Yeah,
up
that's
there.
what I'm
But
saying. But can you imagine?
Exactly, because even them, I promise you, even them are gonna want to be on that stage show.
Movado, all of them.
Not you.
Oh,
Imagine,
Can you
imagine they
imagine-
even tied
No, I
that
can't. I
in. Imagine they even
Can you?
squashed the beef
Can you?
same time.
Can you?
Imagine they squashed the beef same time.
Gully and Gaza. My
Imagine
gosh.
they could have turned this into something so big. Bro.
Positive and positive.
Anybody who's listening to Jamaica, please tell the government that just let it go. The man did some time. He sat down. Like, he's not going to trouble nobody. We all love Cartel. Just let the man come outside.
Well, what about the person that got murked? What about their family?
I think the government
in terms of closure?
Just like, in terms of an opposing point of view.
I mean, they can hug it still. I don't know. It's rough. I don't know.
Like, what they get free?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know.
They get free tickets? Like,
I don't know.
That's
exactly. I was going to say that too. But I'm like, could I pay? Yo, look at money still. Like, yo, honestly, I don't know, man. Damn, yo. You just made it to a hard turn, yo. Like, we were all feeling so good about this Cartel coming out stuff, and you just sussed the runs, man. What were you gonna say?
Someone had to do it.
But I mean, honestly, yo,
Head
like
chief.
Prayers for prayers for that family, because yes, they still don't have closure.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
So yes, it's like you have to think from that perspective, and thank you for introducing.
I wonder if they were at the. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, and like if they made like a statement or anything like that.
I don't know.
We haven't heard anything from like the opposing side, other than like the crown, like other than the government.
How'd the person die? Like what? Shot up or like what?
Didn't know.
Apparently they chopped him up. Like
there's no body.
Big up Sean Storm. Big up Lisa Hype. Big up all of the Gaza family. What are you gonna say now, Joe?
You got chopped up fine.
That's what they're saying, huh?
Mm. I just think the Jamaican government doesn't want him out. Reason being,
but there's what do you think the reason is?
Just because he has too much influence. I remember,
that's what I'm trying to say. Is it politically motivated?
He is the reason.
Everything's politically motivated.
A lot of Jamaicans, especially the younger generation, bleach their skin with cake soap,
and are into the badness and all these type of.
How do you guys feel about that?
Which part?
The bleaching the skin.
Like yo, bro.
I'm ruining that.
These deep.
No, you're not. I mean, but I think it's very prevalent in a lot of cultures. It's huge in India.
But I think, it is. I think it's rough when you have how many popular celebrity figures do you see doing it in real time and talking about it to then promote it to younger people? So
there's nothing like the transition that Cartel made, except for like Michael Jackson. I think but that was like a sickness. But did you not see when like Spice did it for like she didn't do it. She didn't actually like bleach it. Yeah. And it was a huge
colorism.
Yeah. It was a huge thing. But the way in which Cartel did it, and like you could see the transition over time. And then he looks like a completely, obviously, like different person. And what he looked like before and what he is now, I get that was a really big influence. And they probably don't want that, but I feel like he has the capability to bring a lot of positivity but we don't know the route that he's gonna take either.
Yeah, I definitely I trust, but I liken this opportunity to like Bob Marley. Like outside of Bob Marley, in terms of an artist, like reggae, dancehall, whatever you want to call it, at this point, it's still a part of the same genre to me. Like it's a branch of reggae. Biggest artist out of Jamaica. Like this guy has like a global, like people around the world can identify this guy. And I really think Jamaica's
dropping the ball. Do you know what Cartel looks like?
Nah.
You've probably heard a song from him before.
Yeah, I probably heard a song from him. I don't know what he looks like.
Meh. Anyways, big up Tristan 5-star for a quick second, because you mentioned Spice. He's performing with Spice on April 13th out in Edmonton. One of the homies.
Really?
Yeah, one of the homies, yo. But if you're out in Edmonton,
that's awesome,
and you're going to see Spice, look out for one of my brethren, Tristan 5-star. Big up his thing every time.
Only going up this year.
What are you pulling up, Knots?
What he looks like?
What he looked like before and what he looks like now.
Oh, as a reference for...
So those two are the same person.
That's rough.
Yeah. Okay, real quick. You think you know what your favorite Cartel song is? Knots, you got one?
Should I Google mine right now?
I can tell you what yours is right now, yo.
Please don't.
What?
Nah, I'm not gonna let you set this up. No, you don't know what my favorite Cartel song is.
Nah, I can see.
Get out of here.
Nah, I can see you in the club dancing to this one.
No, you can't.
I feel like I know what song you're gonna play.
This guy's just angry. They never had him a podcast.
Every man grab a girl.
And every girl grab a man.
You really wanted to play it,
Man
eh?
to man, girl to girl, that's wrong.
You can't see it.
I feel like this is. But I mean, come on.
Is that the one you thought I was gonna go with?
It was between.
No, you play the one that you thought he was gonna go with. Let's make this fun.
Can you find it real quick?
Yeah.
I just
Not you got one though?
I made a narrative out of a narrative. Head chief.
This one? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
That's what you guys picture, right? Okay.
That's what that. You're taking too long. Jess, you know who Kartel is? You know Vybz Kartel is? Oh, you picked your song already? You have yours?
Oh.
Which one is it?
The White House. White House.
Play it. So like in the mic. Play it.
I'd be vibing more to this than what you guys picked.
Yeah, eh?
The beat sounds way better.
I feel like I need to put together a Kartel playlist for you, bro. Alright. I'm gonna put together a Kartel playlist for SB.
For me, time for no jail time.
Yeah.
That's how we waste time.
Mine put my money and my money put my mind.
Put me in mind.
They shout out that my
Pre the dollar sign. Hey.
Hustler tune.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was my ringtone, guys.
Nah, my favorite art all time Kartel
We should all go
song,
karaoke. Yay!
it just changes my mood. I can be in the worst
It's the
of
beat
spaces,
too,
bro.
like the
Even how it starts it.
Yeah.
Hustle,
Hustle,
money, hustle the money. What? Even too, I'm a fan of it, believe it or not, but summertime. Like taking the lyrics of summertime.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But this
Y'all
is
are
mine.
pools
And you know
like
what?
Domino.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, when you're drunk, when it's summertime and it's hot and you have a drink,
This is my song right here, bro. You see when you're in a party and this song comes on, this is like heaven.
heaven.
Put your hands up. Girl in a bikini.
This is the heaven.
We got a red cup.
And I did go party, oh.
Like a scene from a movie.
This is my card.
Starring everybody. Oh.
I'm Miami Vice episode.
Hey.
I have to let this one in.
Yeah. We are starting to finish show.
We are star on a few show. Yo, big up Kartel, yo. Let that guy out, man. Free world boss, yo.
That's what you should put as a soundbite.
What?
What you
one?
just
that
said.
song?
Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna do it. Next episode, yo, for sure. SB, yo, where you want to turn with this, bro?
Remember having ringtones? Is that even a thing anymore? Changing your phone's ringtone?
No.
Everyone just sounds the same. Oh, everyone's checking their pocket, same phone.
Yeah, like I haven't since
Was it-
I got this phone, or like since I got an app. Like I've never.
Let
had
me
a-
throw this out now, just to get myself involved. What would what would you change your ringtone to right now? What track would you change it to? Haha. Viewers, chime in.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of what song I've had on like repeat.
Yeah, what is that? What about you, Mr. Songs?
What?
What track would you make your ringtone right now if that was still a thing?
Probably something from Ryan Douglas.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
You're on one.
Which one?
Something from Ryan Douglas. I don't know right now from his new EP. Either that or
Only going up this year.
every time
That
my
would
phone
be
rings.
that would be.
Only going up this year.
Big up lazy job every time, yo. That'd be my ringtone right now, yeah. We got some other things to share some perspective on.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
We could do that Kanye Kyrie shit if you want, cause
What?
I like the poncho vibe still, cause Kyrie's a poncho man, heavy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, heavy still.
What did you take from the Kanye Big Boy interview?
Did you see any of it?
No.
Nah, so you saw some of it? Yeah, it kind of caught me off guard still. Like,
Did it?
yeah, what? Like, it was kind of, whoa, where did this come from? Cause Big Boy,
I thought it was funny.
yeah, he still does his LA stuff, but it's just, you see Kanye pop up somewhere. I like the set. He started the all black shit. And same.
Yeah, it's funny that you said that. I was gonna
What?
ask you guys about that. The fact that it was just black
All
on black on black. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I wonder if that's Kanye also still trying to play into our subconscious, like.
He's the algorithm.
Yeah, but like just the idea of like all like everything's just black, no labels, nothing, just black. Whether that's black, like just because of the shade that it is, like from a color standpoint, black as in we are black, we are the culture,
So,
like promoting black people.
What you guys are just saying. So you see how he's always in all black and the set was all black and all these things. But the way in which he dresses his wife, like she's always barely any clothing.
Yeah.
Ever.
I don't really pay much attention to. I've seen her 1-2 times still, but I don't really.
But it's on purpose. Like he's always fully clothed. He's either wearing like, when I say fully, like his face, like head to toe, and she's, my nipples are out, or her ass cheeks are out, or like.
It's Kanye's genius at work again, because she's rocking his brand, and because of that, and she's gaining so much attention. Sales went through the roof.
So you're just making her a billboard?
Basically,
I mean, these are, but
does your wife have to be that?
He dropped
but
all
that's
his
just,
stuff.
it's really his wife. Like, does he really care about this girl?
He dropped all his stuff on Yeezy to $20. Well,
yeah.
28, and then he went to 20.
Oh, started at 28.
It was 28 at one point.
20.
It's still 20, but like you won't get it for like 6 to 8 months
because what he did is pre-sales,
right?
But if there's that many people buying,
but he did that because when Adidas like dropped him and he had not like, you know what I mean, like they did that, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and like it gained back even more than what he lost with them, with like whatever deal he had with them. Basically. So the marketing was very, very smart.
But that's what I mean. It's like Kanye is literally out here teaching us that, like, you can do this stuff
but to
yourself
what extent?
To be independent. Like, he grew his audience, he has his following, and the system tries to shut him down, but it's like he's still fighting back against it. And bro,
to what extent? Like, hey, I'm gonna make my mouth titanium. Like, to what extent?
I don't know.
It won't end.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna want to keep like it's. I don't know.
Maybe he needs to get in the ring with Mike Tyson. I don't know. Everybody's doing something.
Did you see his training videos?
Yeah,
Mike Tyson's training videos?
Nah, I haven't gotten into it yet. I want to see like I anticipate the fight getting canceled.
Nah, not gonna happen.
Like it's not happening until what, July? Yeah. There's way too much time to go on. So I'll get more excited when we're in like the end of June or something.
And there's like a bunch of clips I saw of like
I wonder what
Jake Paul, like, and he said that he's like I think when he met him, like this is I don't know when before or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, I was genuine. He's not trying to say that he's scared, but he was like, his handshake was like something that I've never. I don't know, but it could be again marketing. Like I have no idea.
Sorry,
but
who
like,
said this?
Who's he fighting? What did I just say?
Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Who? No, Jake
Paul is saying this about Tyson.
When he shook Tyson's hand.
Yeah. He's like, it's like, how did he explain it? I don't know if he said grip or like just the sheer strength of whatever.
Yeah, like so firm handshake.
Yeah, like it just like, but I don't know. He was like, he's like a different, and the guy he was talking to was like one of his friends. And he's like, I rate you. Like I get everything. I understand whatever. But like Tyson's like a different like beast. Like it's a different, and he is. And so he's training. I've watched like I guess I searched it or something. And so it's in my algorithm now. He's like day 3 and he's like training. And I'm just like, and then now they're showing a lot of like Tyson's old fights when he knocked out people. And I'm like, that right hand.
But that's old Tyson.
No, now. I'm saying now. Like
now?
When he's fighting, like he's like sparring
with
sparring,
whoever,
with like his coach or whatever. And he's hurt. Like he's hitting and he's hurt. I was like, oh my, I don't know.
I don't know whether Tyson's gonna take this serious, like that serious or not. But
the thing is, did you see the rules about it? Do you know that he could tag in his brother?
No.
Read up the rules.
There's no way.
Read up the rules.
No, man.
Read up the paper. I'm gonna pull it up.
No, you're probably falling for one of those scam sites.
It's
same
not.
Ones that, yeah, there we go. That was perfect.
So what happens when I'm right?
I don't know. I know what we'll give you.
This has not happened in the WWE.
Basically, but
Having said that, the video that I thought was funny was when they show Tyson at 16 and he's like doing pads and just doing all this footwork and beating the shit out of the bag. And then they show Jake Paul dancing to something. Oh man,
I didn't see that, but that sounds pretty funny.
It was really funny. But while you're looking that up, Kanye's thing was interesting to me. He said a lot of interesting things.
Yeah, I was gonna hit the Hadoukens too.
Yeah, hit it. Hadouken! What stood out for you?
Oh, Kanye's thing?
Yeah.
What were you just gonna say? I thought you were gonna say something.
I was gonna say there's a couple of things to say about him. One is his based on everything that he's gone through the last little while, the amount of spotlight that's on him, you can't help but feel for him at times. Like he says a lot of stupid stuff, which is, I guess, human, right? Like everyone does, but his gets blown out of proportion at times.
For sure.
But at times it's deserved, right? But also,
don't get me started, Joe.
But at the same time, he also says stuff that is highly intellectual, where it's like, whoa, that makes a lot of sense. Oh my God, why didn't someone else say this? Oh, he's really pulling back.
You're with us right now? Because I almost want to, interested in what your take might be on this.
No, I wasn't.
Because when Kanye said the whole slavery was a choice shit, yo, he felt it. Like a lot of people destroyed him for that, right?
But it was misunderstood, though.
Exactly. It was because you and I have had a conversation about this before.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
Hold on. I gotta jump this in real quick, okay?
When Kanye said the whole black,
I remember.
So how did you feel about it? Absolutely absurd, crazy.
Yes.
Okay. So the question that I would pose for people is, what's the difference between what Kanye said and what Killmonger said at the end of Black Panther? Because Killmonger said, "I'd rather die than live in bondage." So if you're a slave, would you rather not just then be dead than to go be somebody's slave? Understood the argument would be that they fooled them. They told them there's something else that's happening. Yes, they had fire sticks. At that point, which became guns. As it's a weapon, so I should be afraid, yes. But once I realized what's going on here, it's like, bro, yo, kill me, dog. I'm not going to be your slave. So ultimately, you made a choice to be somebody's slave, no?
Check this out. So I'm going to interrupt real quick. Or do you have an answer for that?
Go ahead.
So Charles Duhigg, Super Communication, I think Kanye West would do really well reading this book. When he's saying certain things that he's saying, he's got to prepare to know who the audience is and what they're feeling when he's saying it. Example, there's a part in the book where he goes, before you say whatever it is, think what
the reaction's going to be.
Think what you hope will happen.
Yeah.
Right? What might go wrong and how you'll react when it does.
Yeah.
What benefits will emerge from this dialogue, and are they worth the risk?
Exactly.
So this is so applicable to this whole point.
But even what we do on here, it's the same thing.
Oh, 100%. 100%. We don't have the same platform that he does.
Exactly. Not yet, at least.
Obviously, yeah.
Only going up this year.
Well, I said obviously, so like,
It's very seamless.
Yeah. But I feel that, right?
Hit the like, the subscribe, the notifications while you're at it.
So there's I'll go back to you then. Like, pose the question again. I just want to throw.
I haven't found it yet. So
okay, no, it's all good. Yeah. So there's different kinds of conversations that they talk about in the book too, right? Again, I'm just gonna keep reading this off so I don't mess anything up. The main three conversations that you have or mindsets that you have in a conversation. One is, okay, so this is funny. What's this really about? So when you're saying that, it's supposed to come from a practical standpoint, right? Next is, how do I feel? Which is supposed to be more of an emotional conversation. Okay. Number three is, who are we? Which is like a social mindset associated with your identity. The conversation that he's having might be coming from more of a, what's this really about? Whereas whoever is listening to it is coming from a, how do we feel? And it's emotional. So they're saying, and this is good for a lot of people in relationships, when you're speaking to your partner, or even anybody for that matter, but the example that he uses is your partner, you guys have to be on the same wavelength. Different parts of your brain are being utilized when you're in a different state of conversation. So going back to Kanye, he's saying something, thinking from a practical standpoint, making choices standpoint, right? Are you serious? Are these solutions? Are you listening? These are the goals, right? Whereas the listener, and this is my opinion, but I'm relating it to this, whereas the listener is coming from, yo, these are like our beliefs. These are memories. There's a story attached to this whole thing.
There's emotion there.
There's a lot of emotion there.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, yeah, how dare you
now
say
you're
this?
playing with it.
How dare you say that to us?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you could even argue that it's coming from a who are we? Like a social mindset, right? Seen as like your religion, your culture, your background, all that. And then that's 70% of most conversations according to one of the surveys or studies that they use. So if he was to better articulate that and just understand his audience better when he's saying what he's saying.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's one of his biggest flaws. And even watching this sometimes, like he was saying certain things to Big Boy and it was nothing was related. I don't remember the point that I made. And then all of a sudden in the middle of it, he jumps in and says, oh yeah, and then 50% of black people have abortions and we're killing ourselves. But it had nothing to do with what he's talking about.
Yes.
I actually wrote that down. I'll find that after.
But similar to the point you're making
he's talking about World War III. IG's World War III. And then he goes, oh, we kill ourselves. It's like, what? Like,
even when he called himself God.
Yeah.
You're pushing the agenda with that one, bro. I understand the concept that yes, God lives within all of us, but like that one may have gone a bit too far for some people. But we can go back to the slavery.
Why would you say that is gone too far?
Some people really don't like hearing that.
Some people really don't hearing slavery as a choice.
So how did you feel about it when you heard him say that?
I thought it was insane.
Why?
Because I feel like okay, how do I articulate this?
And keep in mind what I said about Killmonger. Because I want to hear that take. Like,
what did you say about that?
At the end of Black Panther, Killmonger said, I'd rather die than live in bondage. Meaning I'd rather die.
I get it.
So
okay. So now, one, I can understand like what you just explained, like in terms of the book, and like 70% of conversations are like that.
The mindset,
right,
of the different types of emotions are involved. Yeah.
So, and then I can understand that what you're saying about Killmonger, like I'd rather die than live in bondage, right? So then now when you're talking about, or what Kanye said is like, you know, there's so many of us and like, why didn't we like rise and whatever? Like that's what he was saying, right? Something like that. Like there's X amount against X amount. And the thing is like, okay, so if he's saying that there was a choice. I don't think there was a choice at that time. Like I don't see how he can, I don't know what the word is. I don't know how he can dismiss all of what happened.
Yeah, but
and
how is he dismissing it?
Because he's like, well, why didn't you just say no? Why didn't you just stand up? Why didn't you just do this? If you have kids and you have family, and you have sister, you have this, you have that. It's the same mentality. You don't want everyone else to get hurt. You're trying to protect your family. You're trying to do the best you can do to survive in whatever conditions that you're given. You can't just be like, all right, yeah, kill me. What about my wife, my sister, my daughter, my aunt, my kid? Like, what about all that? So you can't just say, this is something I'm not going to take, because you're going to have the love for other people or your family or whatever in that aspect. So for him to say that and dismiss it in that way of all this pain and all of the oppression, like that's like that was insane to me.
And I think most people took it that way. But I learned with Kanye, he's a very intelligent person. He's very intentional and he knows what he's doing. But he also isn't the greatest with articulation.
Yeah, his communication needs improvement.
Yeah, but people have been saying for years he needs a PR rep, and he needs a good PR rep, somebody who's gonna like. Really
he's not gonna listen to nobody though.
Exactly. So, but that's part of the whole. It's like I am who I am. I say what I say. Yo, either you like it, or you don't.
But it's
like he still has enough of a following. Like he's still generated his following.
He's still doing things for like the shock value. Like it's still marketing behind what he's doing.
Amen.
You're gonna say that bold and wild of a statement. Was he wearing mag? Was it
when he said it?
Was he?
I don't remember if he was wearing it.
It was at TMZ, right? When he did it.
Yeah, but I don't think he had it on at that.
But like that whole like plane that he took. Like, do you know
but
what
even
I mean?
with the whole Donald Trump thing, what he said is like he was infatuated with the idea of Donald Trump's celebrity and him actually riding that celebrity to become the president of the United States of America, the strongest country in the world. That's crazy.
It wasn't just that.
But
it's not just a celebrity. Donald Trump knows how to control a crowd. He knows how to communicate. He knows how to speak.
He's a businessman at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
Kanye's just infatuated with that.
But Kanye's like, okay, well, I'm going to run for president.
Kanye's not a strong communicator. He can't debate. Like it's like sometimes you hear him speaking and it's like, yo, what are you really trying to say right now?
I just think he's too unstable.
That's a good way to put it. He's not as strategic.
Yeah, and I think he's like, I think he is a creative. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not. No one's gonna take that from him.
Yeah. And
I think he is using what he knows that like perpetuates society to work with him. So he's like, I'm you know, like I rise against the machine. I'm against this and this. If somebody says anything to him. So he just like sent, there was this thing, you know, that streamer guy, I think his name's Kai or something. Yeah. And then like, so he sent him like pants or a suit or what, did you see that?
And they're too big.
Yeah. And that's what he said. And then he was like, oh, you were told to say this and and somebody paid you to do this. And this is what Kanye's going off in his like DMs. And he's like, bro, I'm just saying they don't fit. Send me a new one. No, you were told, you're controlled. So like,
I think he's just off his meds.
Can you put my volume a little lower?
So like, that's where that part, you know what I mean? Like that works.
So someone, I don't remember if it was Jordan B. Peterson or Joe Rogan. They're talking about Elon Musk, right? Similar to this. And they're like, everyone loves Elon Musk for everything that he's creating. You know what I mean? He's got this, he's got that. He's got all these brands, all these companies innovating constantly. And however, then everyone gets on him when he goes ahead and says the wrong thing on Twitter, or he posts the wrong thing, or he says something, you know, out of pocket. He's like, but you have to understand, it comes with his genius. It's like you can't just like him for the good stuff and hate him for the bad stuff. This is how he's wired. And when I say that, I look at Kanye the same way. It's you have to recognize his genius. As far as music is concerned, as far as branding is concerned, clothing design, all that stuff, right? However, he's not perfect. And he might call himself God, but he's not God. Like, he's gonna mess up. He's not flawless. Like, there's gonna be all kinds of stuff that happens on the other side. And this is where it's like you somewhat feel for him as well, because of the things that he's gone through as far as the mother loss factor. I think that's still huge. I don't think you fully get over that, especially the way that it happened. And then on top of that, you go through such a public divorce, the way that it happened. Then you got to also swallow the fact that she's out with whoever she's out with. Mind you, he's doing his own thing too. But then losing your kids. Like, there's a lot of things that he's handling. And then you add in the bipolar thing. I don't know where that is. So it's like,
there's still a level of genius to him, but he's still crazy.
He's human.
And a lot of these guys are. Even Mike, one of the tracks that they use a sample from is Mike Tyson basically saying, yo, Kanye is a genius.
He's a leader.
Exactly.
And
a lot of leaders are crazy people.
I just heard that today. Yeah. So he's exactly. And
a
lot of them are.
It was like, I heard that today. It's like, there's a little bit of madness. Today? I saw it on one of my friends.
I was listening to his Vultures one. Yeah.
One of my friends, shout out Stacey, she posted like a clip of Robin Williams saying like there's a little bit of madness.
Oh, there has to be.
Like in your genius.
It's the same thing.
So anyone that's genius has a little bit of madness, and if you lose your madness, you're not living.
I think we're all a little crazy in that way. It's just how do we display it?
Like to live,
how is it expressed?
Right. You don't all want to follow the exact same path of everybody, right? Because then like that, to me, that makes you like a sheep. So if you don't have something in you, like something that you think is different, or something that you feel like, you know, when people are like, oh, I'm destined for greatness, or like I know that I'm meant to do something, but I just don't know what it is. Like I feel like that's that madness, or that's that spark, or that's like, that something.
Some people don't find
that
it.
You have. You may not find it, but you feel.
Some people believe they don't have it. Some people,
or you feel that it's in you, but you don't know like when it's going to.
You can't tap into it. Like I think it's a gift to even know that you have it, and to be like knowing you have it is one thing, but then being able to tap into it is a whole nother thing.
Exactly.
And something that he says similarly related to this, he's definitely into the whole spiritual thing, right? But even with the Jesus thing, like this is a comment that he made that I thought was kind of interesting, where Big Boy's like, music is like life, right? And then he goes, and he's asking him like, oh, like, remember you were saying like, you know, making all these tracks about Jesus is king and this and that, but like, what about like just writing about something else? He's like, well, I talk about when Jesus wasn't there for me. And
that kind of got me away still.
That I thought it was interesting because he's like, yo, everyone wants to pray all the time, but they don't want to take action. Anyway, this is how I took it. And then he's like, you have to physically do something as well. You can't just sit there and pray, right? So again, kind of like what you just said, it could be taken multiple ways. But I like that message. You can't just sit there and pray. You do have to go out and do something.
Do the work.
Yeah, like whatever that looks like. Yeah. But it's not just...
You could pray to win the lottery, but you still have to get up to go to the store to get the lottery.
There's got to be some sort of physical action towards it. And it sounds so basic, but he says a lot of things basically that aren't so basic for everyone else.
But that comes into like when something goes wrong, like people blame God. Like, God, why? Why me? Why this? Why that? But if exactly what you're saying, like if you're praying for something to happen and you're not taking any action for it or anything like that, it's like there's no path to connection there. Yeah, like it's not it doesn't correlate. It doesn't make sense. So when you're immediately or always saying like, woe is me when all the bad things are happening, but when the good things are happening, like that's not present.
Yo, we were just literally having this conversation with me and Jesse while we're driving here, just talking about having faith in God, right? When everything is going well, it's very easy to be able to credit that, be happy, be humble, be grateful. But when things are going sour, do you still have that same energy? Can you still have that same faith to be like, I don't get this right now. I don't know why you're making me go through this right now, but I trust you.
The gratitude is gone.
It's gone out the window.
Right. For what you have left or what you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Just because of not what you because of what you don't have.
Yeah.
And like I think that's the disconnect there.
Yeah.
Because you can have faith, right? Like there's people believe, like you believe in $1 million. Everybody believes in $1 million. Have you seen $1 million? No. So like that's the physical or the tangible to that.
Still.
But have you well, I'm just saying, right? You know what I mean? Like have you held it? Have you held $1 million in your hand? Like that. So it's like that faith is so strong, but like it tends to be lacking when
you know what I remember when you say that right now? What's his name? Is it Terry something? Bald.
Terry Crews?
Big
the black guy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It just recently came up in my feed, and I think it's so dope. He's basically talking about when he was broke, when he had nothing, when he was depressed.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was sweeping the floor, and to get myself out of the depression, I started sweeping the floor thinking I'm going to get $1 million after sweeping this floor. So how would I sweep this floor if I was going to get $1 million? And he's like, I made that my mindset. Yeah. Everything that I did, I would look at it like, I'm going to get $1 million for doing this. I'm doing security. How would I do security if I'm getting paid $1 million?
Do it to the best of your ability at all times.
I just think that mindset again is exactly what you're speaking to. So you don't know that it's there, but now you've already started to, that's manifestation to me. Now you're starting to pull in that next level of energy, right?
Yeah.
Going back to the Adukin on Kanye and certain things that he says about channeling. How often do you guys catch when he goes, I talk to North and I feel like my mom's talking to me through North. Like that to me, I also think I get it, but no one really talks about that. You know what I mean? Like I could see that whether it's real or not, whether it's, real or not. The fact that he's saying that, it's already interesting because it's like, okay, he is trying to tap into or channel into something else. But I'll throw a question at you guys. He said something about his grandfather. You might have cried. And I thought this was really interesting. When he's like, when I'm in a certain situation, and I think he was talking about business, he's like, I always think, I wonder what my grandfather would say or what he would do right now. When you guys are in a certain position, whatever example that you want to use, right? Do you ever have that mindset where you think, I wonder who blank or would do right now in this situation?
And what they would do?
Yeah. But more importantly, who is that blank for you? Like when you're dealing with something and you go, I wonder what so-and-so would do in this situation. Is there someone like that for you ever?
Never.
No.
Right?
Never.
Yeah.
But I hear it.
Yeah.
Like, in like movies and shows or stuff like that. But like I think that when I'm in that, it's very hard for me to like put somebody else in that position for me or mentally.
I think that's a huge edge to have. Like when he said that, I started thinking the same thing. I'm like, yo, who do I ever channel like that? Like, what would so-and-so do in this situation? The only one that I have, you guys are going to laugh, I got David Goggins. Yeah. If I'm like running or something
also,
like that, I'm like, yo, David Goggins wouldn't do it like this, right?
And like from what he went through, like everything, his entire life.
Yeah.
And like what he does now and all that stuff, like it's very mental and it's very inspiring. So I can get that.
But respectfully to him, if I'm making like a business decision, I'm not thinking the same way.
Right.
Right. Like now I'm using someone else's mindset for that. But I got that from the interview quite a bit. Like it was interesting. I really like Big Boy the way that he interviews.
Yeah.
But yo, Ty Dolla $ign like was just
nothing
sitting on the sidelines.
Sure, I know. But I mean, it's like we all know it's
like I think he asked him the same question twice just to like get him involved. Like, yo, you're here too, bro.
None of us are there for Ty Dolla $ign, bro.
It was both of them?
Yeah.
Both of them are there. Yeah, it was Big Boy, Kanye, and Ty Dolla $ign. Bro. He probably answered 2 or 3 questions
and 2 of them were the same.
But
like, oh, you're really good at playing a lot of music. Do you ever correct him? Like that came up like twice. I felt bad for him still.
I got a clip.
I guess his check is nice. Mike.
Just going back to the slavery was a choice comment.
Yeah.
And even going to what you're saying, SB, about with this interview, Kanye was kind of all over the place in certain portions of the interview. Slavery is a choice. Kanye is just a very, he's not the greatest at articulating himself.
Yeah.
There's moments where he's just completely terrible, but the slavery of the, when he said slavery was a choice, I got it right away.
I think I know what you mean too.
Everybody took it surface level as him attacking history.
Yeah. You're saying it from like
he was not speaking on history one bit. He was talking about today. Everybody decides to enslave themselves to their smart devices, to what's trendy. They enslave themselves to materialism, slaving themselves to chasing the dollar over and over and over again, rather than tapping out of, is what Andrew Tate loves to say, tapping out of the matrix and really tapping into who you are as a being itself.
But that's not what he was. That's not what he said.
Yeah, didn't he say something about the boats too?
Right? Like that's not what he said. And the thing is that he said some like, not so great things either, like about the Jewish community, right? As well.
I was on the
and he went online and made a big ol' apology to them, but not to black people. Like, he made an apology. I thought he didn't apologize. I thought he's still on that. To the Jewish community?
Yeah, I thought he's still on that.
No, he made a big apology to him.
He was hard keeping up.
He wrote like a letter, or I don't know, whatever he did. But like, why? Who's running what? Like, why? Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just so. I understand what you're saying, like being a slave to your phone and stuff, and the digital, all this stuff. I get that, but that is not what he presented. That's not what he talked about. He went to very specifics in regards to slavery itself, like however many years ago.
Well, that and then
because that's him trying to tie in history to his point. He wasn't attacking
very poorly said
history. It was him trying to make a point of what slavery is of today.
But he
just sucks at articulating.
But he was like, if 4,000.
What about what he said about George Floyd though? Like
4,000 people.
All of
this, come on.
Like you know what I mean? Like so he's just like, it's like this with him.
He's like, yeah, there's 4,000 of you, and there's one of them, or what, 400, whatever it was. Why not? Like, I completely understand what you're saying. But he didn't make that reference. He didn't say anything about that, what you're saying. He literally just said, nah, man, you guys made a choice, and that's it.
The one that gets me the most, that I really don't understand, I forgot who was interviewing him, but he said the most attacked individual or culture of people
is white people. Yeah.
White males.
Yeah.
White males.
Yeah. Anyways, I
think that's that shock like bullshit.
But this is my point. Like, I feel like he does a lot of these things. Like his marketing is something I don't even know.
I don't give him that credit. I don't see that. I don't think it's just for him to get attention or marketing, because some of the stuff that he says is just so outrageously stupid.
You don't think exactly?
No, I don't think.
So it's shock value.
No, I don't think he's smart enough with that agenda. I think sometimes he just blurts it out and it just comes out.
Well,
I mean, it's working. We're talking about it.
No, for sure it's working.
If we're talking about marketing and we want to switch this to somebody else who's doing big things independent, and Kanye actually even referenced him in that same interview.
Ooh, that was a good segue.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, that was a good segue.
So Kyrie, similar, was attacked for the comments that he made, right? A couple, what was that, last year, the year before, maybe?
I think it's been longer than that.
I don't think it's been that long, bro.
It's been longer than that.
Honestly, the way time's moving
That's
these
what I'm
days,
saying.
it's hard to keep track of. So, like...
It's been a minute.
Kyrie, same situation.
About the Jewish community?
Yeah, but Kyrie, big NBA star. Big NBA star. How many times All-Star, whatever. Shunned. All of a sudden. Like,
from what I recall, he didn't even say
like,
anything. He just pointed to a link.
Didn't.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He didn't say anything.
Exactly.
And then they wanted him to...
He posted a link on Twitter.
Yeah, they wanted him to, like, apologize. And he's like...
I didn't.
Exactly. You know, and then
from
it went to the point where like
shitted on.
Yeah, but like even like courtside, they like bought out. So I don't know. Like it was just a lot.
Yeah, but I mean the biggest thing is
like
but the biggest thing is like Nike dropped him. Yeah. Like Nike, they're gone. You're not even on our roster anymore, and that's Kyrie, dog.
Yeah, and picked up Ja.
But what does Kyrie do?
And then look what the
exactly.
Karma.
But
it's karma.
What does Kyrie do?
Did they drop him?
They dropped Kyrie.
No, now.
No, he's still on.
He's still on after all of that?
Yeah, he's still on there.
Okay.
But Kyrie now went and did his own shoe. He released them a couple weeks ago.
I didn't even know that.
Exactly. It's not big news, but he had a lot of support, especially from his teammates. I think he has his own store now in Dallas. I think it's their flagship store, but he released a whole line of his first shoe. Had a fair bit of support. His teammates showed up, like I was saying. But Kyrie now, he's naturally doing his own marketing. He's creating his Nike moments on his own now, wearing his own shoe. Because I don't know if you saw that shot the other night that he hit, that left-handed hook shot. Yo, bro, you don't see that type of stuff in the NBA right now.
And the man is fasting.
Exactly.
No water.
Exactly.
Ramadan.
No
Ramadan.
Yeah, he does that.
Can you imagine
No.
to perform like the way that he did the entire game and then go hit the game winner left-handed hook shot?
I can understand no food, but no water?
Yeah, no water is water. Yeah, that's difficult. I'm gonna try it for a day.
There's no way you can't put ratings on this guy though.
Yeah.
But there's no way you can't put ratings on Kyrie right now.
Any athlete that competes
any high level
during Ramadan,
sure.
it's crazy. A lot of that's why actually UFC was struggling to get some of these events, because a lot of the guys are fasting for Ramadan.
I love it for him, because all of these commercials that we see, these beautiful packages that they put together, Kyrie is now able to do that stuff for himself, wearing his own shoe and sell his own product and say F the system.
Nah, it's amazing for him. It's
I love it.
I'm surprised that more people aren't doing it, to be honest. J. Cole's got something coming out too. His own sneaker. He's been hinting at it. Yeah, he's been hinting at something. What is it? Something 5,000. But anyway, he was always rocking it. But
you're a Cole big fan?
No, I didn't know that.
When we were talking outside of this with him, he's got a great opportunity for it to blow up.
Cole, you talking about?
Yeah. Well, no.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like how what we were saying before, what I was saying about Steph Curry, right?
Under Armour?
That blew up with him getting that cosign, right? He's getting to that age where the younger generation's looking at him.
Are those them? Those are huh? Oh, those are the Cole shoes?
Oh, they're already out. I didn't know he already put it out.
$62?
That's what it's showing there.
Last sale. But what is that, StockX?
What is this for? This is Kyrie shoe?
No, these are Cole shoes.
Oh.
Have you seen the Kyries?
No.
The Kyries can go on still bum those. They would go perfect with that. Well, not color-wise, but...
We'd make it work. Kyrie, send up the shoes, man.
Work, yeah.
You said he's into ponchos too?
Yeah.
Dope. Since we're talking about sneakers, did Donald Trump create those sneakers for females too? Or is it?
Didn't his sneakers sell out?
Yeah, probably.
Aren't they those weird gold ones?
Come on, let's not say weird and gold in the same sentence unless we're saying in a compliment. I would totally get those. But
so they're not out yet, but they're supposed to be released or something?
Shot now.
Did you say I get shot now?
Shop now.
Oh, shop now.
This is it.
Yeah.
Are you not seeing this?
Well, I'm here.
We're having tech support.
We just saw it.
That's a
but
P6000, isn't it?
we just saw the shoes, but it's like I don't know why Nas can't get to them.
We're hiring tech support.
No, that's a different. You have to go to.
No, I'm still on the website.
Look, like it's right there.
Oh, guys, I'm not going on because it says accept all cookies.
Exactly.
No. You have options. You have options below. Hit options and then go to whatever.
I exited.
So while we're
everything.
doing this, I'm just gonna entertain myself.
This is still gonna apply.
So check this out. When I get into an option and they ask you sex and they say male, no, I'm talking.
Oh,
real quick, male, female, or prefer not to say. Yo, I select prefer not to say like all the time. Do you guys ever do that, or you guys just stick to like being boring, like predictable,
being like what I am?
Yeah, well, I mean, prefer not to say I'm still being who I am.
I'm not even listening to you because I'm listening to
You're such a liar. You're totally listening.
I mean,
you just wish you had a poncho on.
Why do you
They'll
pick
be
that?
out by the time this comes out.
I just feel like it ruins their survey and their stats and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it does.
And if they're looking at my profile, like they have extra information, like, wow, this guy's mysterious. Look at him picking preferred.
Yeah, look, it says accept all cookies or reject.
Yeah, reject.
So you just hit reject?
Boom.
And then what? Do I not get the regular?
Nah, you're good.
It's right here, bro.
Yeah, she saw them already.
Yeah, I'm on them.
Those are her shoes?
Yeah.
Those are the only colors?
Right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm not feeling those.
I'd rock those. Are you crazy? I'd rock those.
Yeah, okay.
I don't like them at all.
At all?
I don't like those at all.
Why?
Barney.
Because
that's what I think of.
Nah.
I just don't think that they're a good looking shoe.
I can make those work.
They're not.
I can make those work.
For me, personally.
I wouldn't want to make them work.
I could definitely make those work.
Look at you. Those are not basic shoes.
They're not
trying to show you.
They're not hard to make them work though. Like you could just rock all black with them, they would look good. But
that's too simple.
Yeah, I know. But
It's
the shoes would speak for you.
Anyways, big up Kyrie and everything he's got going on over there. Love that shot for him.
Shout out the Chief.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, we'll leave it at Kyrie in terms of basketball for the day because the NCAA tournament's starting.
March Madness.
Yeah. I know SB, that's not your thing. But yeah, we'll take a quick break and be back with some more SUP.
Whew. That was the long session, bro.
Are you looking to refinance this year? Make home improvements? Need a new mortgage? No problem. If you are in the GTA, don't wait. Book a one-on-one consultation with Suresh Ravindran at 416-953-8073. Know all the options available to you.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some Body Ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
This sounds nice.
Yeah, you feeling this, SB?
We going to party tonight, yeah.
That's another one of my cartels that are up there.
Okay.
Baby,
this is another one.
love you, why you believe me, so
I love this cartel, yo.
Baby, come and
Trust
let
me,
me
lads.
really make you wine like a gypsy. Anytime I gone when she miss me, she said the love she offered me is a mystery.
Okay.
She hold me like a baby and kiss me.
Hold me like she really, 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 really miss me. Big up cartel, yo. Free world boss. But since we're on that Kanye shit,
There's a war going on outside when you ain't safe from.
glad I got my body ammo still.
There you go.
There's a war going on outside.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Big up body ammo every time. Find the mat.
www.bodyammo.ca or on IG at bodyammo.
Big up their thing every time.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
SB, what's up, yo?
I wanted to add in a few more points about Super Communicators with Charles Duhigg.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were able to tie it in with the whole Kanye West thing, but I wanted to help out some of the couples too to have better communication when you're having your conversations. Off the top, so he talks about a lot of different things, right? But to have better communications with your spouse, in most cases, or your partner, he highlighted certain points. Seems obvious at times, but I'm just going to throw out some random ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of points of view or like terms that I never knew existed before either, and I'll ask you guys about those too. But one of the stats says most happy couples, right? They ask a lot of questions to better understand each other. So to just go back to the initial point that I was making, to get on the same mindset when you're having your conversation. So I'll repeat them real quick. So one being, how do you feel, right? So that'd be like the emotional side of things. What's this really about? That's when you're practical, making a decision. And then there was, who are we? So in a relationship standpoint, before you're about to have a serious conversation, maybe try this. And I thought this was dope, right? So before having an argument with your partner next time, say, do you want to talk about your emotions, talk about our emotions, or make a decision together? Or is this about something else? I think that alone would be huge. Just, can you relate to that first of all? Like you might be in one mindset where you're just like, you're fed up. Mm-hmm. And then the other person's kind of, and I would say a guy is more like, I'm just saying, like you're looking for the solution. Yeah. You're just like, all right, like we're being practical. They might be being emotional. Like that's the common saying, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But having that understanding to be able to say that beforehand, you might get to a resolution opposed to sleeping in separate beds. You know what I mean? Mm. So would you guys kind of see that being useful?
I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, dope. Okay, so that adds into like the matching principle, starting to understand, having a connection and alignment with each other, and just understanding what type of conversation that we're having beforehand, right? Adding to that now, are you guys familiar with the term called kitchen sinking?
No.
Like throwing everything in with the kitchen sink?
No. Like throw everything at them, including the kitchen. No, not that. Okay. So kitchen sinking is when someone can't stay on topic during a conflict and starts bringing up all their problems and issues.
That's what I meant.
Oh.
So that's what I mean. Like throwing everything in with the kitchen sink is like, if I'm talking to you, like if I'm mad at you because you didn't like.
Oh, you got it then.
Why are you bringing up so many other things?
Yeah, you're just bringing up everything. Yeah. That everything is a problem.
You should have hit the lottery one there. That's another one. So to avoid that, be very specific what you're talking about and continue to ask your questions.
That's hard when emotions are involved. Exactly. That's very difficult to do.
It's like, I'm bringing up this thing, now it goes into that. Then it becomes this because oftentimes it's just
this
doing
related
this.
to this. And
you know what? And then that's why you say, do you want to talk about our emotions right now?
Oftentimes that's all that it really is. It's your emotions that are based on whatever.
Agreed.
No, it's not.
What, some of you think it's just behavior? Like don't do that because you shouldn't?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot. I don't think I think emotions come involved when the same thing happens repeatedly. So if you're talking to somebody about communication and you're saying the same thing, like you're having the same argument about the same thing, like it's this communication or that or whatever, emotions are going to get involved because you're going to get very frustrated because there's no changed behavior.
Yeah, but it's something that triggered you to feel a way. But rather than talking about the solution to that, talk about how it made you feel, which is an emotions conversation.
But how it makes...
If you ask a guy how he felt about something, he probably can't even tell you the feeling.
But if I'm telling you how this is making me feel when you do this, this, and this.
Hold on. Don't put me in that category. Right. I can tell you how I feel.
So
now,
if
in general...
Were you always able to do that?
No, definitely not always. Okay. But
so a lot of guys still can't do that.
Fair, but it's not a now thing. But then you're categorizing. That's another thing he talks about in this book, by the way, unrelated to relationships.
Keep going.
Where we just categorize and stereotype one person and make it fit everybody. But I get what you're saying. To both of your points right now, though, going back to the study that they had with happy couples, they ask a lot of questions. They repeat what the other person is saying to make sure that they're understanding and they're on the same page. They'll make jokes to make it less tense, like to ease the tension.
Mm-hmm. Yo, people don't like when I make those jokes.
Fair.
Time and place.
We know your status. But to your point, they also get serious together. So there's all of that together. But another key component that they said, because they're like, hey, maybe people that are unhappy together, like a couple, versus the ones that are happy, maybe they're arguing about different things. Maybe it's a financial thing. Maybe it's a this thing or that thing, whatever. But they're like, for the most part, the issues are all the same. Another key component is having a break within the argument itself. So if you're about to have a big fight, but you're tired or you're exhausted or the kid's crying in the background or whatever, you have the ability to postpone this big argument or conversation till later when all those distractions aren't, at their peak or affecting the environment. I think that's another big one too.
I think that's great hypothetically. I think that's very difficult to do practically. It's hard to do in real time, exactly. Yeah. Because then if you throw into different types of personalities, so if you have somebody that's avoidant and you have somebody that's anxious, like that attachment, like, and I want to talk because I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I can't because the
pot's
too
on.
Much. Yeah.
I gotta go make the pasta. I gotta go fold this laundry.
I'm too tired. I can't do it. Excuse what? We're in the middle of it.
Yeah. You guys right now sound like the non-happy couple.
but we're agreeing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, we're actually agreeing with what we're both saying.
No, I agree. I also agree.
Heard it all before.
It is harder to do it practically, right? Mm-hmm. But the point is, this is what you have to do to be improve.
I think it can. I think that I can understand. I understand the benefits of it. I think it can be beneficial because, you know, you're both like at your tipping point.
Yeah.
Where like you're gonna like either like really snap or like say things that you don't mean.
Yep.
Or like be intentionally hurtful because this person's hurting you.
Yep.
So I understand taking the break. It's just very hard in the moment to do that. And I find as though if I'm like there, like I'm about to snap and like it's a like I need a break, like let's take a break, I will then completely shut down, like 100% just shut down. And then it's just, I think like coming back from that, like being so high, like to like wanting to express everything, probably not in the healthiest way, going so low to shutting down and going in that realm, not in the healthiest way. I can understand the balance of it. Like, I think if you can get to it before you're like at your tipping point to say like, hey, like let's pause. It's like 2 a.m. Like we both have work. Like da, 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 da.
Yo.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized what I said. But like, yeah, like getting to the point where you can say that where either party isn't offended and wants to keep going, I think it's like a really fine line.
Agreed. It'll obviously be
but I think it can be beneficial. I do think so.
I feel if you could have that level of communication with your partner, not just being able to control it and avoid it in the time being and wait until you've calmed down or whatever the case is, or you're not tired, you're rested. I think it adds to the level of communication that you just have between each other to know what buttons press what and to have the same, desire or goal in mind as far as a relationship's concerned, to be like, all right, we're not, pressing this right now. I know that I'm getting the better of you or you're getting the better of me, or I'm about to hit that level where this isn't going to be productive. Is just a higher level of emotional intelligence to be like, okay, let's just do it when we're calmer. You know what I mean?
I do. I think it's hard when you can't agree. Like, and sure. That's the hard. I think like, and there's no compromise. Like if I'm like, no, I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah.
You can't force the other person to talk. You can't force the other person to listen. You can't. So it's very difficult if you guys don't agree. Like there's nowhere to go.
It 100%. It's definitely difficult, but I'm just speaking from a maturity standpoint too. Knowing that this is what the other person is asking. I'll give you an example. So I don't remember if it was my marriage counselor that said this or if I read it in a book, but I'm pretty sure it was the marriage counselor, right? When you're getting to that certain point, have a word that you can use to just be like, yo, I'm not doing this right now.
Like a safe word?
Yeah, yeah. And drop that in the middle of the conversation. That is something that here's another point.
Established. It's like, yo,
before
I've reached my point.
And you've had this establishment and this agreement before this happens, knowing that this happens, right?
If I say this safe word, that means I'm about to get to blow my brains out. So you have to stop.
Yeah.
So to your point, what I'm trying to say is this would be a rule that you've already created before you hit that level, because you understand that this is repetitive and its consequences are X, Y, and Z, and then you go back feeling like whatever after the fact, right? Yeah. So try that with your partner.
What would your safe word be?
I remember mine.
Yeah. Are you willing to share it?
Yeah.
What?
Unicorn.
Unicorn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not something you say all the time.
But did you use it for like what it represents?
Yeah. Oh no. What does it represent to you?
So whenever I say unicorn, I have this weird saying with the word unicorn in it. And it's like, like everything can't be unicorn piss. Like I always say that. And that just means like, piss? Yeah, that just means like everything can't be just great. Like unicorns like shit marshmallows and they fly and they're magical and like, you know what I mean? Like so all this stuff. So like
champagne
or whatever. Like, I don't know, like just money. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Know? What?
If a unicorn popped up outside your house tomorrow and peed in a cup, would you drink it?
What is wrong with you?
I mean, if it's that, I don't know. What would you do with it? Would you save it?
No. What are you? You're not okay. Like, you're really not.
It's magical. I mean, like,
right, and it's a metaphor. So, would you metaphorically drink unicorn piss?
Anyway,
would you? Since we're talking medical for it, why is your face looking like you're thinking about it?
It's magic. It's a unicorn.
You are something else, sir.
Right.
Okay.
I just Googled it. Because this isn't even what I meant, but I didn't know this. Did you know it's basically, in most cases, a female that joins a heterosexual couple?
Unicorn?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Unicorn dating is a unique concept in the realm of relationships where an individual, often referred to as a unicorn, willingly joins an existing couple.
But they join a heterosexual couple?
Yeah.
That may say a lot.
So then the guy just has two girls?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Well, I mean, the girl could be into the girl too.
Fair.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. That's not what I meant at the time, though. But hey, maybe some.
No, I just meant like unicorn is like a magical, like mystical creature. And it makes everything better.
I got it.
So I thought that's why you picked it.
No, at the time I just looked at it like, we're not going to say this. It's not something. A, you can say it in front of the kids.
Right.
B, it's like I'm not. You'll know this is what I'm saying. It's not something that you'll be like second guessing. Oh, was that the word or not?
Right.
That's what the context was. Outside of that, so there was another survey that he talked about that I thought was dope as well.
Like a poll?
Not a poll. It was a study. A study conducted by this guy named Arthur Aaron, right? And the idea was to have to use it on like romantic relationships, but it ended up working out so that you could just have it to just deepen any relationship, like with friends and stuff. The main concept is really to have open-ended questions. But instead of just going up to somebody and being like, oh, hey, by the way, like you meet a stranger, right? You meet somebody, oh yeah, the weather today, oh man, it's so cold. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can't do that. I can't do the weather conversations. I can't do the traffic conversations. Often, like if that's what the conversation is from a stranger, you guys tell me if you feel the same way, or if you're the one that brings that, I'm kind of done with it already. I'm just like, this we're not doing this. And I'll shift it. Go ahead.
It's funny.
You know, like, how are you is an open-ended question, but everybody answers it with a definitive. Always. Like, how are you is like, I'm okay, or
I don't.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no, but I get what you're saying.
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, neither do I. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I check in all the time when someone does that.
Like, yeah, how are you is like super open-ended, but people normally answer it with like I'm okay, I'm great, I'm good, or whatever. Like, it's never like an elaborate.
Yeah.
I have this going on.
But knowing that, we still continue to ask it. Right? Like, you know what the person's going to kind of say, but we still continue to go, hey, how are you? Like, why not make it more interesting? Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I don't anymore.
Okay, good.
And I don't.
Thank you for saying that.
And I feel like when people ask me, like, so I was honest. Like, I used to be like very honest, like a lot. And then I'm like, okay, well, what if I like do this like mind shifting? Yeah, if someone's like, how are you? I'm like tired.
I have this going on, I have that going on.
No, I'm like, I'm tired. Things have been better. It's rough. Like, things like that. And then I was like, well, what if you're just like, I'm great. I'm not great.
That's honest, right?
What?
But is it transparent?
What? Yeah, I can. Of course it is.
All right.
I mean,
I should have checked the episode still.
So he gives a list of questions that will help you build a relationship somewhat faster with this person, whoever it is. It could already be a pre-existing relationship or someone that you just met, right? He's got sets to it, but I'm just going to ask some of the questions just for fun because I think they're so good, right? First one, given the choice of anyone in the world, whom would you want to have as a guest for dinner?
Anybody in the world?
Yeah. It's a pretty good question to ask someone, though, off the top. But I'm curious for answers. You guys could jump in too.
Off the top of my head, Obama was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm good.
Yeah, but then I feel like because then I'm like,
I feel like everyone's gonna take mine after I say it. Yeah.
Say it.
Who you think, Ric Flair?
Nah, I already got his woo, bro.
Gary V.
Nah,
50?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
What?
Oh my goodness, that'd be great. I don't know.
I met him before, eh?
Yeah, no.
I told you that. I told you that story.
Yeah, I'm a little hater on that. Yeah.
Nas ever tell you that story? You never got that story.
You really want to tell that story, so how about you just tell the story?
I mean, it's Chappelle. Not everybody gets to meet Chappelle.
No, I don't know the story.
No, but the thing.
Wait, I lied. Okay, I never met him. I watched him live.
The thing that I rate. Oh, come on. Did I tell you the story about me meeting him though?
Yeah, but you can share it again.
I don't. Bun, I don't know the story. I have no idea. Can you please tell me the story in detail? Please. I'm so curious.
Shout out Rodeo Promo. You ever been to a rodeo party before? You must have been to a Remix Mondays one time.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out everybody who used to go to Remix Mondays. And I'm talking like original downtown Remix Mondays.
That was a great party.
Because he moved it 1-2 times, but downtown Remix Mondays, go in there one night, and I'm telling you, this is like early on when it wasn't even like a big party yet. Mm-hmm. So the place was still kind of not empty, but you had space.
Yeah.
Isn't Chappelle over there on the ones chilling, kicking it by himself? What? There's no way this is Dave Chappelle in here right now. Like, what? I don't even think half of the people in there knew it was Chappelle. So big up my virgin Franklin T. Dot, or I don't know if he's going by Dippy or Franklin these days, but Dippy's like, yo, Bun, isn't that Chappelle? This guy goes over to him on some, damn it, what was the Chappelle line from the show?
Something, that's it, bitches.
No, yo, no, yeah, it was. Yeah, he goes, it's a celebration, bitches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what he gave him in the party. And I was like, yo, there's no way that's Chappelle. No, Chappelle in there by himself. Random Remix Monday. And this is like way back in the early 2000s, if you don't know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Chappelle was outside in the city. And more times, you know, you hear some of these stories about how normal some of these guys actually are.
Yeah.
But they made it that far in terms of celebrity. It's like, they seem so untouchable.
Yeah.
But Chappelle was just outside on the one chilling.
That's a big thing amongst comedians.
Random Remix Monday
comedians
Toronto.
do that.
You said Dippy went up to him and said that?
Yeah.
So what did you say to him?
Nothing.
So how did you meet him?
Well, I hailed him up. Like,
okay.
Like, I didn't like talk to him, but
you just said hello.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay.
And he just smiled like on some like.
Did you shake your hand?
Yeah, I think I dapped him up. I guess it was like
okay. No, I mean
you just the
entire story was about Dippy saying that to him, so I didn't know if you actually met him or just looked at him from the corner of the room.
Chappelle, I'm not gonna stand there like that.
I'm just like, I don't get it.
I mean, I'm not gonna stand there on some.
No, I get it. I just don't like. I thought you went up and said that to him, then that's your great story of meeting him.
No,
it's a great story of Dippy meeting him.
I just thought the highlight was the fact that. To me, it's just Chappelle's outside by himself. No security, no nothing, just outside. Random Remix Monday in Toronto.
Do you remember?
I don't know exactly what year this was. This was a long time ago.
Like 2005? 6, 7?
Maybe
like that?
7-ish? Mm-hmm. I want to say random guess.
Like that's that era.
Maybe that era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe before that. No, definitely. It has to be like 2007, 2008.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Continue with
That's not good. I'll rip a couple more questions.
Yeah, how many more you got?
Oh, there's 36 of them. I'm not gonna say all of them. I was just gonna rip through some random ones.
Yo, bro, it's almost 420. Like,
yeah.
And you still didn't even touch on Dr. Dre. Pause.
You know what? We could do the Dr. Dre thing right now. But go Google this. If you guys want to get more interested in the questions to bring up with people. It's called 36 Questions to Fall in Love on whatever I found on Cosmopolitan. But you could say, just Google that.
You were doing Dr. Dre or not?
Yeah, we could run it right now.
So, what's up with Dr. Dre?
He got the Hollywood star, the Walk of Fame.
You heard about that?
No.
Yeah, he just got it.
Brought the whole crew with him
yesterday.
Too.
Nice.
Snoop.
Love that for him.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Nice. He definitely has done a lot.
I mean, don't these guys pay for that though?
What?
You pay for the star.
You do?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
There's some nomination shit or some shit like that, but you ultimately still end up having to pay for it, no?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to pay for the star.
I thought like so many people would have paid for it so much sooner then.
Then wouldn't like random Joe Blows have it? If they have money?
Yeah, it's like I think there's like a nomination process. You have to be involved in some other shit. Then it's like, all right, they granted.
Well, that takes.
Now you can
there's still a nomination process.
Exactly.
So it's not just anybody.
I could be wrong here, but
way to take the wind out of that one. I remember like.
But what, you felt good about it because it's Dr. Dre, but you're like a aftermath dick rider though.
I think he likes saying the word dick rider.
Amen.
That came out
that crew. What? That crew is it's the
Yo, this guy's 50
the most heated crew.
There's two people that this guy loves. It's Nas and 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's a fact. But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. What were you gonna
I just remember they asked Snoop one time. He's like, "Yo, who do you think the most influential person is in hip hop?" And right out the gate, he's like Dr. Dre. And when you really think about the amount of people like that have made it in hip hop to the level that they've made it to, that are associated with him, it just goes back decades and it's still continuing till right now. From NWA, that whole crew, to everything after the fact, to Death Row, to Aftermath, and you just look at that lineage
from a young G's perspective.
It's insanity.
His legacy is something that can't be
crazy
matched. Yeah,
crazy.
For some reason, I was never the biggest Dr. Dre fan.
And for that long, the longevity that.
Yeah,
I like him, but him as a person, I just never really took to him. To be honest, it was weird. All of his music is amazing.
People our age could probably relate to this. Remember back in the day when you had to go buy the album, and they'd have like a quick infomercial or a track on like Much Music or whatever to show the song. Anytime Still DRE came out, I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait till this album comes out. That was my most anticipated album to release. Hell yeah. That beat was just crazy. That song was just crazy. That whole album was actually just crazy.
Man, the album was like crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, congrats, Dr. Dre.
There's a few skips on there for me, but whatever. Also in music news before we go though, Maestro being inducted to the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, I believe.
Oh yeah,
you heard about that?
I heard about it on CP24.
Yeah, I heard you got to pay for that. Yeah. No, that's dope. Congrats.
Where do you place him on your Canadian rap artist list? He's up there for you? Top 5? Yes, no, maybe
Canadian?
Yeah. Canadian, I mean,
artist or like
the divide hip-hop between Canadian hip hop and American hip hop is probably going to be there for, I mean, starting to get in there a little bit here and there. But
who is your top 5 Canadian?
Top 5 Canadian?
Yeah,
Socrates is up there for me.
Okay.
I'd put Cardinal up there for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't put Drake up there?
I would name 10 Canadian rappers.
That's hard.
Right. So
I could definitely name 10.
That's why
I'm saying like when you put up your top 5
like, back then and now.
Yeah.
When you put up your top 5, like these are the Canadian rappers that come to mind, like easily to me, like what the same people that you mentioned.
So if we're talking about like now after the fact too.
I'm just saying
everything.
Name 10 Canadian rappers.
Oh, Northside Benji's up there for me right now too. Lazy's always gonna be up there. Pyrex. I put you on. You've heard a few of his songs at this point now. Right? Yeah. Pillar B. Should I keep going?
Yeah, that was 4.
I follow Canadian hip hop.
Oh, okay. I don't. Like I wouldn't know.
Choclair? No. He went gold.
Choclair, his album was he had a.
I actually bought a bunch of Chaos's albums.
Yeah, you've always been a Chaos fan.
Yeah, Chaos is dope.
So you saying you don't fuck with Canadian hip hop at all?
I'm not saying I don't mess with it. I'm just saying I'm not in tune to it.
That's fair.
That's all. Like I like Gucci. I like TV Gucci. I like Preem. Like I like those guys. I like their stuff. But like this pill, would you say something B?
Pillar B?
Yeah. I've never heard of it. So like if I listen to it, would I like it? Sure. Maybe. I don't know.
It's interesting.
Like, you know what I mean?
I
like Lou Breeze. Like
I'm gonna share playlists
those
with
guys.
You. I'm gonna share a playlist with you.
I like him, so I can name those.
Is Lou Breeze even still rapping though?
I liked him when he was.
I mean,
Belly. Belly's got bars.
Yo, I'll save my Belly story for another episode.
Did you also meet him through somebody else that said hi to him? And not you?
I have a story about a Masari video shoot that I worked on way back in the day.
Was the girl's gold in it?
Say what?
Was the girl gold? Or was a girl painted in gold?
I don't remember. I remember being
you
on
would
set.
Remember that.
No, I don't remember what I didn't even, I think I saw the actual video in the end like once or twice.
That, yeah.
But the set was on a jet, like they were on a private jet.
Oh, okay.
But the jet was in the hangar, so the set was the jet. So
right.
Like, yeah. Whatever video that was, I no idea.
That I don't know. Yeah. I just remember one of his videos. These girls were painted.
Hey man, Junos.
You had girls going crazy at that time, even like in Europe and stuff like that. I remember I'd go to England and everyone would be like, "Oh yeah, you're from Toronto, so you know Mazari."
Do you know? I know. Why is it always like that? You're from here. Do you know this person?
His tracks were hidden at that point. I'm surprised he didn't go further with it though. To be honest,
Mazari.
Yeah. I wonder what the story there is.
See, that's just it. For all we know, he's big somewhere else.
Do you guys remember Carl Wolf?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You know he lives in my building?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You see him sometimes?
Yeah.
You talk to him?
At the gym.
You talk to him?
No. I just say hi.
Wonder what he's up to these days. Find out for us.
He drives a Lambo truck that says Wolf on it. It's like lime green.
Oh, you know him
you
like
think
that,
that's too much? But do you think that's too much?
How
you being on the man scene like that?
Okay. I mean, I'm sure he'll tell everybody. I'm sure it won't matter.
One of those ones, eh?
Oh, it's lime green.
Yeah.
And that's his license plate.
Tag him on this clip.
Yeah, I know. Trust me. But speaking of
he is an avid gym goer. So
speaking of all these artists from Toronto, musicians, big up everybody at the Junos. Congratulations to all the winners this year. Yeah. Shout out David. He wasn't nominated for anything this year, though, right?
I don't think so. He's up in LA right now. This guy's just been vacated.
I mean, he was on here with us. If you're new to what we have going on over here, you can go check out that episode. It was called "This Is the Vibe," I believe, Nuts, featuring David Ariza. Was that 2022 rap artist, rap single of the year producer?
Oh, that's dope.
Juno awarded.
Producer.
Mm-hmm. Producer, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, they won for the song, and he was the producer of the song, so he also is credited with a Juno. So
nice. Congratulations
to him. But it's almost that time of the day, so got to get the HE double hockey sticks out of here. Big up all our listeners. Big up all of our viewers. Like I was saying before, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification button, all of that good stuff. Hopefully not to throw the key in there. And that was another episode of SUP Face. Big up every time, yo. See you soon.